Hi there, my name is Phixfox, and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 5. Folks, something has happened. Something has happened that I did not expect, and something that is both exciting and a little bit scary for me. Here goes. I'm really excited to play Heroes of Might and Magic 5. Now, you may hear that and think, okay, yeah, he's excited to play the game, like, not that cool, whatever. No. I'm really excited to play this game. It's been a long time since I've had a game that I could not wait to leave work to go home and play. It's been a while since I had a game that I wanted to rearrange my plans for just so I could get in and have fun playing this game. Heroes of Might and Magic 5, that's kind of scratching this itch. And while I may not be the best player in the world, I am hoping that through the help of lots of wonderful, knowledgeable people, through the use of the comment bar, that I can get a lot of help and I can be a better Heroes 5 player, because guess what? I kind of like this. Don't get me wrong. I love every second of time that we spend on Heroes 2, 3, 1, 4, so on and so forth, Factorio included. But right now, this has captured my attention. It's swindled my heart. And now I have nothing else to do but dive right on in and have so much fun. So come along with me, help me get better. And let's continue here with the Queen campaign. This is going to be here for Isabel. This is the end of the second scenario. And so this was just the basic stats that we had for the previous scenario. We're going to get better. It's going to take a while, but we will get better. Trust me, I'm sure. Give me some time. This is Mission 3, The Siege. As feared, the scouts were but the vanguard of a larger demon army, headed by a demon lord. They are pillaging the empire, leaving ruin in their wake. Now the time has come for Isabel to pass her first great trial, to fight and defeat an enemy hero and secure the area around the town of Ashwood. She will have to draw on all the skills she has learned in order to succeed. We have the choice between 15 archers, 10 footmen, or 10 or I forgot that we even had bonuses. That's a thing, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Those are going to be our different dice rolls. Let's see what we end up pulling here. We roll a 4. So a 4 is going to be here for these footmen. And we're going to take 10 footmen as our bonus, and we're going to get started.
Scouts have found demon patrols in the neighborhood. I hope the troops are ready. They'll soon face our demonic foes.
Is someone hiding? Oh, it's a scout. Oh, it's like a little hellhound. Little hell puppy. Uh-oh. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, so is the hell puppy nearby? I don't see him, but I do see ourselves a couple of nifty things. So first and foremost, we have a new objective. We know that we can go to the objectives right here. Here in the siege, we have to clear the area of enemy scouts. We have to build a jousting arena and upgrade it. Isabel must survive. Oh, this is where my puzzle map is, by the way. What do these do? Oh, mission logs. Kingdom overview. Okay, not too bad. And I've learned something new. So the blue little sections around this hourglass indicate what day it is. So it's day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then of course back to day 1. And by the way, I can also mouse over this and it will give me some information over the hourglass. It'll tell me what day it is, but it's also week of the bee, children's favorite week. Hives produce 3 times the usual amount of honey. Apparently that actually does something. I forget who told me, but someone actually mentioned, yeah, each week actually has a unique kind of mechanic. I'm very excited to see more about these and just kind of see what's up there. We do see a couple of nifty things, bars of gold on the ground. It looks like 2 peasant hovels here that we can pick up some peasants from. And then we have, it looks like Phoenix Feather Cape enhances fire-based spells by 50%. I don't know how useful that's going to be for us. That's guarded by footmen 49. We know how many this is, by the way, because we've upgraded our hero. We are currently level 12 and she does have the scouting ability. So we're going to be able to scout our forces, or our enemies rather, before we dive into that action. There's also a barracks here. Looks like this is crystal. Probably, might be gems, but highly unlikely. And then it looks like there's some stuff up here on the terrain, and this is potentially an imp. 21 imps. These are maybe the little winged beasts I saw earlier. I could have swore it looked closer to a hellhound of some kind. Maybe I was wrong. And then there's peasants, lots of them, neutral. We do have our castle right here, not too far away. I think that we ought to go right on into Ashwood just to see what we have. In case you haven't noticed, we have made sure that the resolution is top tier quality and we are playing on the highest graphics possible. The game looks beautiful on the highest graphics possible. I love it. 5,000 gold, 3 gems, 60 sulfur. Why do we have 60 sulfur? Seems like a lot of sulfur. Ore, wood, so on and so forth. Let's go see what we can build. And I think that I still have a lot to learn about this section. I think that, yeah, okay, so this just means that we already have this. This is free. We've already got this building. If it's green, that means we can purchase it. And if it's here, if it's like not greened out, that means we have to get to level 6 to build this. And of course, we can always adjust all of this in order to see what we need to get at some point down the road. Hall of Heroes, Shipyard. Is this my jousting arena? This is. So we're going to need to get a couple of different things, including up to level 12, 10 crystal. Why do you need crystal for stables? Doesn't make a lot of sense, but we're going to go with that. And then at least the stables as well. Oh, maybe it's how the stables work for the Knight faction in Heroes 3. That'd be pretty nifty. But in the meantime, we have a tavern we can purchase, a blacksmith, the marketplace, or the peasant huts. Tell you what, let's get some creatures. Even peasants seem to be pretty useful here. So we're going to build these peasants up and go on from there. Alrighty. Does that mean that we need to stop in here and pick up some peasants? Heck no, I think that Isabel is going to carry on with these 25, looks like archers, 25 of the footmen, and 10 of the peasants. So 12, 25, and 10. By the way, because we're level 12, apparently there's a skill wheel for Heroes of Might and Magic 5. Again, thank you for everybody who's trying to help me out in the comment section. And the skill wheel can potentially make sure that you get the appropriate skills that will then let you get to your special ability for whatever faction of creature you have. We've got Counter Strike, Logistics, Leadership, Basic Light Magic. I don't know if that's good or if that's bad, but we've got it. And then from your skills, you're able to then pick up some special abilities, which gives you some additional bonuses. This is one of my favorite things in the world. Divine Guidance allows us to encourage our troops on the battlefield. There's speed and there's initiative. I'm really happy for the initiative. That's going a very, very long way for me. Enough talking. Let's start picking up some stuff. There are 7 types of resources in the world of Ashan. They are wood, ore, gold, gems, crystals, sulfur, and mercury. Your hero can collect them during his travels. Maybe I need to trade 60 sulfur for some other stuff. We will see. That's going to be 900 gold right there. We're going to have these peasants join us, 20 something. And then there's this fenced off area. It looks like I'm going to have to go all the way around to get into that area. There's a pile of wood somewhere near this barracks where we can recruit these footmen. We're going to pick up 10 of these footmen. And then there's some more crystal. Well, good thing we have the crystal because we know that the jousting arena is going to take a little bit of that. I don't think that there's much else I can do. I'm out of movement points. I have built this turn. Let's go on to day 2. And red player has to take their turn. That actually was kind of nice. I got to see that red player was taking their turn. It didn't appear to be that long of a turn, which feels kind of nice. I would always worry that the AI would be really slow and kind of cramp my style. Other Heroes games tend to do a pretty good job of avoiding that sort of unpleasantness where you're just waiting on the AI to do something nifty. So glad to see that they're hustling right along. Many town buildings can be upgraded, which improves their functions. For example, erecting a town hall in the place of a village hall will bring you twice as much gold per week. Good to know, good to know. So right here, for example, yeah, I think that there's no problem with us going straight for this town hall. A good economic start. Rarely is that a bad idea. I think it's rarely a bad idea to have a good economic start if you don't know what you're doing. Which, that's me. If you don't know what you're doing, you might as well get a good economy because gold is never going to be bad unless it is at an opportunity cost for you to miss out on something else later. But I digress. I'm pretty sure that we're not going to have to worry about that just for the moment. I'm going to keep my archers in back, footmen in front, peasants to the far left. I figure that I want the footmen to take the hit rather than the peasants. Peasants can put out a surprising amount of damage, it appears. What was that? Put out a surprising amount of damage, but their numbers are quelled pretty quickly, so I'd prefer not to let them die, if at all possible. So the Imp is the tier 1 creature for the Inferno. These guys are ugly, like it. Small, cunning creatures who are rather weak in close combat. They're just like in Heroes 3, one of the worst level 1 creatures in the game. Their strength lies in numbers. Peasants' strength lies in numbers. We can't all say that strength lies in numbers. The mighty black winged dragons, they're really pretty good, but their strength lies in numbers. Yeah, duh. Everybody's strength lies in numbers. Imps possess a magic leech ability, mana leech ability, which allows them to destroy the magical energy of an enemy hero. Good thing I don't have a lot of nifty stuff to eat. This creature belongs to Inferno. The chain shot does not affect it. I don't even know what the chain shot is, but good to know. Living creature, so it can be resurrected, and then it will destroy some of the enemy hero's mana when their turn comes. Once per combat. Good to know. The amount of mana destroyed depends on the number of creatures. So let's actually see if we can find out. Am I able to click on Isabella? Come on, Isabella. She's got 14 out of 20 mana points left, so not doing too bad. No major issues there. We're going to defend, and we are going to go to our spell book. This Divine Guidance does not actually cost any mana, so it doesn't hurt my feelings to cast it very, very often. The alternative is, of course, to actually just use your hero to do some damage. It probably doesn't matter at this point. This is probably going to go just as well either way. No footmen die. Very interesting that the imps were faster than the footmen. The footmen cannot attack the imps, but the imps could attack us. Huh, very interesting. I see some more imps. We're going to go kill them. And did I already purchase a building this go around? I don't think so. Upgrading buildings that provide creature in the town allows you to hire new and stronger creatures with better characteristics. One thing I don't know yet is what it looks like to upgrade those creatures. That's a little bit interesting to me. I just don't know just yet. The Tavern allows you to recruit heroes, increases the morale of defending creatures in the city by +1. We're going to pick up the Tavern right now. And before we go anywhere, let's see. How do I get out of this? No, no. Here? No. Here? Yeah. And we're going to go to the Tavern. We're going to see who we can hire. We can hire Elaine the Knight, level 1. She's got tons of peasants. Look at her go. I wonder if I can like right click on her. Just see if she's got anything special. I guess that heroes don't have like a special ability. I guess she just comes with tons and tons of peasants. Why would you want this many peasants when you can have 9 archers though? That's kind of my question. So knight, there's 2 knights, but she's got better morale. What are her special abilities? There's got to be a special ability there. Is there a way to check? Or do I just have to hope and pray that she's good? That seems a little bit sad to me. Okay. Anyway, we do have, by the way, this Thieves Guild. Here you can buy information about the progress of other players. I like that. What an interesting mechanic. Rather than have multiple Thieves Guilds that give you more information over time, you can purchase information about the heroes. So we don't know what the hero count is or the town count. We know that Isabel is the best hero for us. And then Kraal, the Demon Lord. He is Red's best player. They look kind of scary. I'm not going to buy any information just yet. I only got 4,000 gold and I would like to purchase some other player. But also, here you can find all the game rumors about other players and various treasures. Interesting. Wait, how do I purchase this? Do I click here? Here? Cool. Okay, good stuff. So you can pay to get more information. I wonder how often you can do this. Like, is there 100 rumors? How are these generated? Like, that's game information that would help me make a better decision. Very interesting. This says dragons are the oldest creatures in this world, and surely they've hoarded piles of gold during the millennium. They've been around. I wonder where they keep their treasure. The brave man who finds his way there certainly won't have to worry about much in his old age. If only I knew where they keep their riches. And then we paid for this tip here. Today, Your Grace, I wouldn't recommend taking any important steps. It's a bad day. The stars are all in unfavorable positions. The planets misaligned. I always pay attention to things like that and listen to astrological forecasts every week. Maybe you should too. That's the way this world works, and nothing can be done about it. Interesting. So we already mentioned that we can figure out what the day is, and that guy's telling us something interesting. I like it. Okay, cool. Why do you have +1 morale? I'm clicking. What's this do? Hero info. There we go. Okay, so with the hero info button, I can check to see what she has. Basic counterstrike, basic leadership, beloved of the people. All peasants and conscripts in their hero's army gain +1 to their offense and defense for every 2 levels of the hero. So she is a speciality sort of person for these peasants. Very cool. So they earn another +1 gold pieces in the kingdom treasury every day, in addition to their taxpayer ability. All peasants in this hero's army. So I could put all the peasants into this army and we could just make gold. Very cool. Very cool. Anything else? She's got this recruitment bonus. She could just stay in this castle and be effective for me, I think. In fact, I might just do that. Yeah, beloved of the people, we read that. And then Elaine has served honorably in the Imperial Army during the War of the Eclipse, and then returned to manage her family's estates in the wise, compassionate, and just manner. Though it had been poorly kept, her steady hand yielded fruit. The manor grew and prospered. Now that Elaine is back at war, the peasants remember her good deeds and show miracles of bravery at the battlefields under her command. I love Heroes of Might and Magic 5. Oh my goodness. This is great. This is great. And if you think I'm just like a little over the top, trust me, this feels awesome. I'm loving every bit of this. Oh, look at this. So for the first time we see this Ballista War Machine. Wow, 700 hit points, 4 to 8 damage. It's not a lot, but it's mechanical. It's a war machine. It's a shooter. Max range, so it should do full damage all the time. I don't know if 10 initiative is good or not, but 50 shots left. That's quite a bit. I'm wondering if he is the Ballista Specialist. Specialist. Sounds like I'm casting a spell from Harry Potter. My goodness. And so this gentleman is a siege engineer. The ballista receives +1 to their offense for every level of hero. Catapult's chance to hit the wall is increased by 2% for every hero as well. Very cool. Very cool. And as much as I really like having the marksman, or these archers rather, I think it's going to be worthwhile to get the other hero first, just because I know it's going to generate me some gold. A veteran of many skirmishes with the tumultuous free cities along the Griffin Empire's southeastern border, Vittorio is an expert in the art of the siege. He has spent years perfecting both the design and use of siege engines, firmly believing that countless Griffin lives can be saved by improving their battlefield technologies. Though his radical designs sometimes create unexpected surprises for the teams that first test them, it is agreed that his equipment is second to none. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, we are going to get Elaine, though. Again, it's going to be more about being able to generate some amount of gold. So let's go back here. What? Let's go back here. Here. There we go. We eventually got there. And we're going to pay for Elaine the Knight. Sweet. And I'm just going to combine all these peasants. It's going to be 76. I do need to check real quick to see how her recruitment ability works. Increases weekly growth of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level creatures by 3, 2, and 1. Hero must be stationed in the friendly town on the last day of the week for this effect to be provided. So she is truly, oh, look at the cool looking horse. She is truly just there to be the warlord that is at home every day. Good to know. Okay, so we're going to send her off, though. She's got time. She's got energy. Maybe the best pickup we could have ever had. And for the first time, Phixfox has a second hero. And she looks fast. Holy cow, why is she so fast? My main hero's got logistics, like expert logistics, and somehow we're so much slower. Huh, weird. Anyway, if that felt like a long turn, trust me, to me that felt like a great turn. That felt like a really, really nice turn. Okay, gonna leave all these forces just the way they are. Looks like 1 stack, 2 stacks, maybe 3 stacks of these creatures that are gonna steal my mana. Oh, this familiar stole 3 mana. So the familiars are the upgraded versions of the imps. Small, cunning creatures, weak in combat, strength in numbers. They have the channel ability, so now rather than just stealing mana, they will take the mana and then give it to their main hero. Interesting. Oh, and this was the creature that I saw. This was the scout that was causing me some grief earlier. Mana stealer, yes. Okay, perfect. Cool. Still probably a little bit faster than I would give them credit for. It looks like they're probably going to be in range more or less of my footmen in just half of a moment. By the way, we're going to try and keep these peasants alive for as long as we possibly can, so that way they can get over to our other hero. I do want that other hero to be nice and safe. I'm going to stick peasants back, footmen in front. We're going to try and use this terrain for the first time to try and keep ourselves in a nice way. 1 stack of the imps goes down. We do lose one of our footmen. Footmen feel awesome. Like, they feel tough. And I know that they're mostly supposed to be like a defensive sort of creature, but they feel okay to me. The peasants are going to go up and poke their way to victory. Nice job, gentlemen. 1 of the footmen lost. Not too bad. 304 experience. And I am going to fight this fight as well. I don't want my other hero to fight any amount of forces. I just want to make sure that they... Well, I don't know. Maybe I should have them fight a little bit. Maybe a little bit of experience goes a long way. Maybe trying to get 1 or 2 levels up. it's quite possible that our hero here, Isabel, our main hero, is going to cap out at a certain point. I don't know. It's a moot point when 60 peasants want to join rather than fight, but still, just things to think about. So let's go and meet up, because I'm sure that we can, and we can. Heroes can meet and exchange their armies and artifacts. That's why I'm here. So we're going to have the 212 peasants, and so now this should be, what, 400 gold a day? Just for having peasants? That feels great to me. I have no reason to send these forces or any artifacts or anything over to my main hero. Very cool. I like the tabs. I think that when we meet up and we have the tabs, that's going to be very, very useful to help things go well. I truly like that. That feels like a good vibe to me. And for the first time, I think we see a trading post. Okay, we're going to send our other hero, Elaine, over in that direction in just a moment. I've got a hero, might as well use them to scout. And for the first time, we see a stable. I'm sure that the stables are going to do exactly what I think that they do. And we're going to make sure that we keep Elaine back so she can make it to our castle by the end of this week. Besides the creatures, you can use war machines in your battles. To purchase a war machine, you need to have a blacksmith built in your town. I don't know how good the war machines are going to be. Unfortunately, I'm used to war machines being kind of mediocre. Like in general, they're not bad. They're just not good. And really, to get them going, you need to have the ballistic speciality, and I've never had a lot of real good experience with it. For the heroes that do have a ballista speciality or artillery or something, it feels like a waste. It feels like you could always have done something different, and so those are my thoughts. Lots of hellhounds for the first time. Hellhounds, and this is a normal danger. Interesting. Huh. Who would have thought? I'm going to see if there's any, let's see, exchange rates. So if I'm trading wood for ore at the trading post, it's 1 for 5. This 60 sulfur might come in handy. Let's just hold on to this and just assume that we're going to end up trading for whatever other resources we need. It's just a weird number. And then what's this? Send to? Oh, I can send stuff to my enemies? Yeah, sure. That's going to happen. What's this button? Exchange the maximum number of resources. It's definitely not going to happen. Okay. So we're going to go back, and I don't think I can sneak through this terrain here. We're going to have to go around Archer's Tower. We'll come back for that in a moment. In the meanwhile, more peasants. Yes, the peasantry and I have a very fun relationship where they join my army and then they get me lots of gold. If that's not a fun relationship, I don't know what is. Let's get these imps very low. 62 of them. I do sort of wonder, and this is just, thoughts that I have. I do wonder how the AI decides whether or not it's going to have one big stack of creatures or whether it's going to have multiple stacks of small amounts of creatures. Like, I just don't know the answer, but I'm very interested to find out. For example, this one stack of 62 versus 4 stacks of 20 or 15. I don't know the answer, but it's interesting to me. Okay, I really like this, by the way. I can just mouse over this enemy and I can see how far they can get. I'm going to back up one step. I'm going to take one more shot. And then this is going to give me just that one more second of retaliation. Should I kill 5 of these imps or should I try and protect my forces? I think I might as well. If I cast my Divine Guidance also on the footmen, then they should actually get enough initiative to move up in front of these imps. And now they're going to kill 25 to 49. Yeah, easily the right decision. Rather than killing 5 imps, you definitely wanted the footmen to put an absolute wallop on these low-level creatures. Now, though, I think it's time for me to kill 6. Isabel, you go, girl. You get it. You get it. You see, when you haven't played this new game, then every moment is exciting. Every moment's exciting. And it feels like I'm betraying all the other games that I've got so much experience with. Like, oh, well, clearly Phixfox wasn't enjoying those games. No, I always enjoy those games. I'm just enjoying this a lot. So we got 23 archers. We picked up a couple at that previous fight. I should have split these forces. I think I need a couple of stacks, 3 stacks total of these footmen. There's a bit of a shame here. I don't know how tough these horned demons are. For the first time, we're going to click on these guys. These are the tier 2 creatures. I don't know if these are upgraded or not. I'm guessing that they're not upgraded, but they are slow and sturdy creatures who serve as the basic infantry of the infernal armies, built to withstand great amounts of damage as their thick hides are hard to penetrate. They're demonic, living creatures, and they do have this enrage ability. Lots of these creatures have enrage. Offensive property increases during combat when friendly units die. Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times. That's just it's an often used mechanic here, and I guess I need to understand it a little bit more. I know what it says, but it feels like I need to understand it just a little bit more. We're going to do our divine guidance here. Once again, we're going to try to use these archers to just pummel our foes. And then maybe in a moment, we're going to try and use our other ability on our footmen. So that way we can retaliate every time they get attacked. It says slow moving. I don't really know if that's slow moving. We're going to back up. Should we back up or should we try and meet these forces in the middle to protect the archers? Footmen are tough. We're going to let the footmen... We're gonna back up. I don't know if this is a good decision or a bad decision, but we're gonna back up. We're gonna cast a divine guidance on these footmen now. Probably wanted the retaliation, but now I can attack with the archers. I can wait on the footmen, and then these horn demons can't get into me just yet. So we're doing damage. And now, is it better to kill 4 of these horn demons with my main hero, or to cast this retribution, this retaliation ability? I don't know if these horn demons are going to attack the archers or the footmen, so I'm going to end up doing it like this. We're going to kill 7 to 15. We end up killing 12. Pretty good, pretty good. And then I think that we took a little bit of extra damage on this other retaliation. There's only 8 left. We kill 4. And then horn demons are going to go for the archers. 0 die, though, and we kill them on the retaliation. That feels good. That feels like exactly what we wanted. No losses. Another 500 experience. We're getting stronger. Can you feel it? I do want these archers here before I kind of roll into this area. Another mercenary camp. I'm thrilled for that. I truly am. Oh, we can go this back way? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to kill whatever this is really quickly. Oh, creatures that want to join. 27 footmen. That's a lot. That feels wonderful. And then before I do anything else, let's make sure that we split our forces. So we're going to go here, shift, and let's go like this. Let's do 3 stacks. Not quite evenly, but 3 stacks anyway. And then we should be able to get a good surround on our archers. That should keep them alive when we get the opportunity. There's a Redwood Observatory there. Let's go pick up this +1, and then we're going to head on in this direction. We got 1-2 days before we've got to go back home. I think we can get to here. Hold on. This is going to be the last day, isn't it? Has Phixfox messed up? Can we make it back home? No, we can't. So we're not going to get that training bonus, but we're still going to be pretty useful. Just getting peasants to join us. Maybe that was the best thing we could have expected. Let's use our hero here, Elaine, to go on and find more free gold. Because truly, that's what peasants are at this point. They are gold. Archers here. I wonder if they're going to want to join us. Let's give it a try. Maybe they will. And they do want to join us. So right now, all creatures that look like us out in the field, they are not mercenaries, but they are loyal to king and country, and they will try and join us if given the chance. And that is a big bonus. 58 of these archers feels pretty darn nice. And for the first time, we do take a look at these hellhounds. There's 40 of them. They are tier 3 inferno creatures. Speed 7, initiative 13. Fury drives the hellhound to move quickly around the battlefield, striking with great strength and anger. Their rage when fighting is also a weakness, however. Hellhounds care little for their own safety and leave themselves vulnerable in order to focus all their energy on the attack. So 4 attack, 2 defense, yeah, I think that looks pretty fair to me. But do they have another actual special ability? It looks like no. It's not a special ability. They just have a higher attack than they do a defense. Interesting. 3 to 5 damage. This is basically a reprint of the Wolf from Heroes 2, with the exception that it was 6 attack, 2 defense, but the 3 to 5 damage, and we're lacking a double attack. I'm just picking up Wolf vibes here. That kind of concept of high damage, low defense. It's a well-used kind of trope, and I'm here for it. I hope that, I don't know, we'll see how often I'm right about these sort of things and how often I'm incorrect. We're going to defend on our front stacks. And we do lose 3 footmen. We took a little bit of a beating there. I think it's worth it. We're going to get all of our forces to attack. before the next round of combat. There's 27 here. Should we attack or should we just wait? I forget how much damage these archers did. Archers killed 9. Tell you what, there's plenty of battle to go. Let's start attacking. If we take a retaliation, then we take a retaliation. Here's this retaliation from these hellhounds. We lose 2 of these footmen. Let's just kill 3. I think that with the archers and with these 23 footmen, that's going to be the end of the day. Okay, perfect. Low losses, but I'm very glad we picked up those archers before we fought this fight, and I'm very happy to pick up these 12 archers here as well. In fact, I don't know if we want to really move a whole bunch. Maybe we want to go back to these stables, and just knowing that we're about to hit a new week till the end of the week. Yeah, let's go put ourselves in a position where we can grab these stables, and then we're going to continue on with these forces that we currently have. So it should be the new week right now. Oh wait, let's purchase something. A town's tavern is where you will find new heroes. Hiring them allows you to explore the map faster. In addition, heroes have the unique abilities that you can use in exploring or in battle. Good to know. Let's check. Okay, so we can't build this because we're missing ore. Griffin Tower, that would be nice. No, not likely. We have the tavern. Missing the blacksmith, marketplace, farms, training grounds. Training grounds supports training special ability. Allows to train lower tier troops into higher tier troops. 7 a week. That screams to me that that's really, really, really good. The higher quality of troop that you get. Like, oh, I turned 7 peasants into 7 conscripts? Yeah, not that good. I turned 7 griffins into royal griffins? That sounds much better. So we're going to want that. Maybe we just pick up these farms. No, let's go for this blacksmith or the marketplace. Let's go for the marketplace. Blah. And then that way we can always trade just in case we run into a little bit of a tough spot. I could hire another hero. I think I'm going to wait. And I'm going to find out whatever the next week's heroes have for us. But am I correct? Is this the beginning of a new week? No, so I did have time. Okay, so when the bar is full, was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1. Okay, I thought we were about to go into the new week. My bad. Knowledge is power, and failing to do this correctly is always a problem. This is a signpost. This tells us that we're in the sacred forest. I hope we don't run into anybody that's really mad at us. And there is actually this Redwood Observatory. Let's go to there. Isabella is a little bit out of position because she was wanting to be here at the stables. It looks like we can just speed on by, defeat these forces, or rather have them join us. And then maybe we pick up these blood maidens. Maybe we go through the Mercury, peasant hut. Yeah. Let's go for the +2 wood per day. 12 wood currently. Then again, we can get the peasants now. We can't get to the sawmill. So let's get the peasants now. Pick up this Mercury. And we're going to be just ready to pick up these peasants on day 1. And then send them on over to our friend there. Not too bad. I feel okay with everything that just transpired. I do wish that we had been home to use that training bonus. I don't know how good it is. It might be really good. It might be just kind of mediocre. I just don't know the answer. We're going to need level 9 for the city hall. We have level 6 for the Griffin Tower. Yeah, we're just looking for ore. I mean, okay, it's about to be a new week. Should I trade for the ore? I need 5 ore. I need 5 ore. Here's my marketplace, and the ratio is kind of bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That feels kind of bad. I'm going to trade this, though. 20 sulfur. This is why we have extra resources. Maybe this is a mistake. Maybe you've already seen something I've already missed out on. But this is why I need you to tell me what you see. Because I only see griffins. And I see really cool-looking troops that are now, hopefully I'm going to have plenty of in just a little bit. So if I go to this hiring... Oh, cool. Oh, I can click on the individual... No, that's awesome. I can actually click on the individual section here. That's so cool. I love that. Okay, so we have 5 griffins. We should have 10 by tomorrow. I'm not going to purchase anybody yet. 3,100 gold. It doesn't matter to me if I purchase it now or later. And now, yes, we have movement, but that's okay. What is the new week? Week of the Antelope. And if I mouse over my little hourglass, the lion's favorite week. Well, duh. Does that mean that we're going to see like little lions out on the adventure map? That would actually be kind of cool. I would really enjoy that. Okay, we have already dealt with these blood maidens a time or two in our lives. Let's hope that we can prevent any issues here. 17 of them, that should be fine. I remember that these are kind of the harpy type creatures, type of reprint, strike and return. Yeah, but these ones are the unupgraded versions, so we are going to get a good shot off on them. Whoa. Scattershot? Archer? What? When? What? When did we get a Scattershot? What is this? Use Scattershot? Oh, that is so cool. Do you get special abilities when your forces breach a certain number? Like right now we have 100 archers. Do you get the ability to Scattershot if you have over 100 archers? Like, how do we get this ability? That's so cool. And also, how do I toggle it off? No, I don't want to use my Scattershot. Okay, you got to left click. Yeah, I'd rather kill 9 to 17, but do kind of a focus fire. That's really what I want to do. We just killed most of these blood maidens there in that first shot. Wow, I wish I knew what just happened there. I have no idea why we were able to do that, but I'm intrigued. Tell me more, please. Plague zombies. There's a tattered flag here. We mentioned wanting to go back for the sawmill, or rather the stables. We are going to do that. We're going to pick up these archers as well. Can't possibly be the wrong thing to pick up some forces and then head out. And then here is our big, beautiful, what do you call this? Redwood Observatory. Plague zombies. Looks like nothing here to the south. Treasure chest, wood. And then vampire lords. Lots. Hard. There's lots of vampire lords. But they have gems, a shield of crystal ice. And when you don't know how good these forces are, you don't know how much you need to worry. But I know that we're going to probably go through the plague zombies, pick up this, and then just continue on our way. We're going to opt to be very careful just to make sure that we don't hurt ourselves too much. So don't worry, we'll come back, but we are going to wait just a moment before we do anything too special. We're going to pick up that sawmill, or rather that campfire, in just a moment or two. And any buildings to purchase? Nothing yet. Might as well get the upgraded peasant hut. That turns it into farms. Oh, it just boosts production by 5 a week. That's frustrating. Wait, why is it's being built already? Is it being built or is it built? Buy selected building. I guess it's being built. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe it takes 2 days to build that building. Okay. But we're going to be done for the day. On to day 2 of week 2. As we pick up campfire for mercury and gold. Good, good. Tattered flag will give us some extra movement points. Might as well pick that up. And then signpost, we've already been there. Oh, stop. Yeah, that's so frustrating. One of the things I'm still struggling with is trying to figure out how we can stop when Phixfox realizes he wants to go in a different direction. So, whoops, my bad. We've seen what these guys can do, and they're actually guarding gems and crystal. We know we need all that. You know what? We'll come back over in this direction later. I don't think it really matters to me if I get this far out of bounds. Let's just kind of head over yonder. And maybe Elaine can come grab these peasants off of us. We've got 44. I don't really want them in my army. So let's just start heading in this direction. Spacebar? Yeah, so spacebar is really the best way for me to stop. But there is no brakes on this train. We are very difficult to stop once we get moving. Ooh. I'm so close. I'm so close. Should I hire another hero? 5,000 gold. Is 2,500 gold enough gold to purchase some troops and send them to the front? First off, Griffins are going to be... Where's the price? Okay, I can tell from this that Griffins are about 260 gold. I'm just trying to figure out where it'll tell me how much they're worth. Here? No. Here? I don't know where it's going to tell me that. Anyway. But yeah. That's basically... I can get 10 Griffins to the front. Are they going to be a good enough creature to help me win these fights? Sure. Why not? So let's do this. Let's back out. Let's go to the tavern. Let's see what other heroes we can purchase. So we have Laszlo the Knight. He looks like he's all footman. And then we have Vittorio. He's still around. So, but now it's 3,000 gold. Oh, that changes my plans massively. So 2,500 gold for the first new hero. And then more gold for each additional hero after that. With only 2,700 gold here, I can trade resources at the marketplace. Do I really want to do that? Probably not. That's going to do it, though. For 4 sulfur. All right, let's just live dangerously. Let's live so dangerously. And let's pick up Laszlo after I take a quick look at what he is. He's a monk. Wait. No, he's a knight. Never mind. I don't know where I saw the word monk. It's kind of silly of me. Basic defense, basic counter-strike. And this guy is an infantry commander. Footmen and squires gain +1. Starting on the first level. Cool. Vitality increases HP of all creatures. Particularly effective for large armies. I agree with that. Yeah. Born with lowly birth and a grim resolve. The ordeals that Laszlo has endured have hardened his heart. Covered with scars, stern and ruthless, he hews his way into the enemy ranks like a force of nature. The king's battlefield, as he proudly names his infantry, have little choice but to follow their commander, causing, often involuntarily, extraordinary feats of bravery. I think that as cool as this guy is, I kind of want to take this other gentleman. He's going to have that ballista for me. That's really the choice I want, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to take Vittorio. He's going to have the nice forces here. He's going to have the ballista. I'm going to take him, and he's going to take the Griffins, and we are going to go up to the front of the battle. Do we want to stop for Peasants? I'd like to stop for this. Remember, we want Elaine to come on back here, so Vittorio is going to be our new adventuring hero, our new secondary hero. Uh-oh. And after we do that, then we're going to figure out where to go from there. Okay. Weird how you can go just a little bit further if you really try. You see, Elaine? You should have just tried. Just try a little bit harder, won't you? 22 peasants are going to join. No creatures there. No creatures there. No creatures there. Alrighty. So we're gonna send Elaine back and try and make sure that we get any troops that we don't want on her somewhere else. Let's join up. And it's going to be archers, griffins. I'm going to keep all the peasants here so that way I can give those over to Elaine myself. But we are going to move the ballista over, call it a day, and send Isabel up to the north as quickly as she possibly can go. War machines attack automatically, but if your hero gains a corresponding ability such as the ballista skill, he will be able to directly control the war machine, in this case the ballista, that he has. I like that. I really do. Let's go to Isabel. This feels, by the way, kind of intuitive. I mentioned earlier that I missed my bars on the right-hand side. This isn't quite what I was expecting, but it'll work. Truly, this will work. I'm going to keep my griffins to the bottom. I think that this can be a nice... I think that this will work. If enemies want to come get me, they sure can try. We're going to wait on the griffins. And these little... What are you? Dragon riders? Dark riders are going to try and make their way over to me. We can kill 2 to 3... 7 to 12 damage, 19 hit points. We gotta be kind of careful. I think I'm just gonna... wait on these griffins for one more turn. And then hopefully, yeah, they get to go before these dark riders. Okay, this might be a time where this Scattershot ability could be useful. 4 to 8 going down, or 4 to 8 in 2 stacks. I don't know. 2 to 4, 4 to 8. Either way, let's kill evenly, how about? And plus, this lets me see this cool Scattershot ability. That's really cool. That's really cool. I like that a lot. But again, I don't know how I got the Scattershot ability, which is a bit of a problem. I'm sure that you will agree. I don't think that these gentlemen can attack 2 spaces. Like, for example, like in other Heroes games, you have like a double hex attack, like a fire breath or a flame breath attack. I don't know if their long spears can actually reach over the footmen. I'm going to assume that they cannot, and so therefore I'm going to defend twice and then let my archers take a big swipe at these guys. Let's see if we can kill. Once again, we're going to see if we can kill evenly. 4 to 9. Yeah, we kill 7. That feels pretty okay to me. And then the Griffins, I think that they're about to take some damage anyway. Let's go, boys. You might as well get into the fight. 2 of those enemies go down. Oh, and the dragon or the Dark Riders do want to get into the footmen, which is kind of interesting. Let's go for the stack of 3 that hasn't taken their turn yet. We pop them. And then I think if the Griffins with their 8 HP fly away, then we can send footmen and, of course, Isabel up to kill a couple of these Dark Riders. Looks like 2 are going to go down there. We might take some damage on this retaliation. I'm not too worried about that. Never mind. Win the combat, and it does cost us 5 of these footmen. That seems pretty okay to me, especially when we get the opportunity to pick up 1,000 gold, and then it looks like another 1,000 gold, not to mention crystals and gems. I mean, because we have Vittorio coming up behind us, I don't think we actually need to go in this direction too much further. Let's have another hero go by and pull that stuff off for us. What are you guarding? A Dolmen of Knowledge adds 1,000 experience points per hero. Oh, we got to get that. Yeah, that just sounds too good. Huh. I'm going to kill these Horned Demons. No, we're just going to go straight over here. I was thinking that maybe if I killed the Horned Demons, I could send other heroes behind to try and scout this area before I go there. Maybe it wouldn't waste so much of my time or something, but I truly believe that that's not the best play. I kind of want to send all of my heroes up for this free 1,000 experience because I don't know how valuable +1 levels are. And I think that we have time for Elaine to actually get up there and back to the castle to make use of her training bonus. I don't think that the attack skill is going to matter too much. Yeah, let's just have Isabel go through these golems, and then we'll figure out what to do after that. Tactics mode, yet again, Griffins to the bottom, sure, why not? Let's skip, and let's do our Divine Guidance. I can tell very much that I need to get into the habit of using my abilities not on the troops here, but back on this bar. That way I'm not going to make a mistake. I'm not going to erroneously click on the wrong thing. I feel like misclicks in this game are actually probably a little bit of a big deal. So let's avoid misclicks wherever we can. Footmen are defending. Golems are going to start walking across the battlefield. And the Griffins, I'm just gonna wait on the Griffins for a turn. Just let them take their time. There's this small stack of 6. I would rather work on making sure that these stacks are all manageable and bite-sized before I do anything else. Griffins, it looks like, can mostly kill tons of these golems. And then the rest of my creatures, we're defending with the footmen, and Isabel is going to go forth and see if she can kill a couple of these golems. She kills 3. Another one goes down to the ballista. And folks, I'm pretty sure that this is the end of our friends here. At this point, if I hit auto combat, it'll just skip, and kill. Nice. Okay, so we're probably going to end up relying on this auto combat a little bit more than we have so far. That feels like it's going to be useful to finish up battles where we don't need to spend the time clicking and maybe missing and so on and so forth. When we know how the battle's going to turn out, that's the time to use auto combat. When our hero gains a level, we may select a new skill for him or her to improve one that already exists. Alternatively, we may select one of the proposed unique abilities. We've already seen familiar ground. We've seen estates, basic defense, advanced counterstrike. See, this is my thing is I know that there is a wheel. I don't know what to do for Isabel. I don't know what's important and what's not. So I'm going to take just half a second and I'm going to look that up just to see if any of these are more important than any of the others. So bear with me for just half a second. Okay, 30 seconds of looking online. Couldn't really tell me anything that I didn't already know. And I decided as I'm going through this, you know what? How about we just try and figure this thing out on our own? That's the point of a blind playthrough. Ought we not to forget that? Obsidian gargoyles. Those are very interesting looking, just according to that little thing there. Huh. Very interesting. Oh, griffins. I'm guessing that those are going to want to join us. I think we're going to give them the chance to join us in just a second. First off, let's have Vittorio. Let's have him. Oh. Well, everybody's going to go into that direction. So let's have Isabel actually go back. Fight this. Obsidian gargoyles want to join. Who am I to refuse you? My friends? What are you? Neutral arc glitches. 15 of them? Cool, cool. And then we're going to go back to these zombies. I know that my movement is not ideal there. I know that that was a little bit hodgepodge, but we made it work. These creatures, we're going to want to find out what they do in just half of a second. So we have the Obsidian Gargoyles now, Tier 2 Academy units, 54 of them. The very substance of the more rare and expensive Obsidian Gargoyles is far more durable than stone gargoyles, perhaps. I'm guessing. It also makes them impervious to fire and cold spells, as well as lightning spells. So these are elementals that can't be blinded, poisoned, etc., etc. They have enrage, they can't be blinded, mind control. They're immune to air spells, immune to fire, water, flyers. These are just all around pretty good units, it looks like. So I'm happy to have them in the army. Welcome, my friends. And Griffins and Isabel. When you have 135 of your archers, you might as well buff them up. It seems reasonable to me that I do that. Zombies are going down. 17. That was 17 right there. I think if I just defend a couple of times, like just to get through until the next round of combat, I don't think that I can hit auto combat and take losses. I think I'll be fine. Let me just wait here. Defend here. And if I defend one more time, attack. And then if I wait on my Obsidian Gargoyles, I think that one more shot from these archers is actually going to be enough. So I'm just going to take the shot. We kill 17 more of these gentlemen, and then the Griffins are going to start to mix it up. The whole point of me doing it this way is to make sure I don't lose any forces on the retaliation. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them go. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. They just whacked those zombies with their little stone, I don't know, gravestone, headstone. I don't know what that was, but whatever it was really cute. Liked that a lot. Oh, we didn't actually pick up the experience over here, did we? we're gonna come back for that, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna come back for that. Fountain of Fortune, that's gonna change our luck. +2 luck. I'm gonna assume that these Griffins are gonna want to join us in just a moment or two. And let's see. Everybody's trying to get to here. So let's do that now. Let's let Elaine go in that direction first. Ladies first. And then this guy is going to go grab treasure, 1,000 gold, and then whatever this is. I don't know about purchases to make. We have 10. We need 10 ore for a lot of different buildings. I haven't seen an ore mine yet. Yeah, I haven't seen an ore mine yet. Maybe that's the trick of this scenario, is that we need to find ore and then or trade it. Either way. Okay, we don't want benediction because we don't want special abilities. We want the basic logistics. For a secondary hero, we absolutely want basic logistics. We've gone out of our way for it. We are happy for it. We're going to use this hero to pick up gems and such, and then she's going to go back. So she can go pick up more peasants and so on and so forth. It's going to be 5 ore there. That's very useful to help make sure we don't have to trade later. And then we're going to get troop training in Haven towns costs 35% less than normal. Knight must be stationed within the town with training grounds built for this to take effect, so that's not going to be very useful. This is a secondary hero. Maybe we should, I don't know, maybe we should give him benediction or basic attack. Let's go with the benediction. I really like that, so I'm excited to use that a little bit more. And then, what forces do you have? Oh, he's got the peasants. We never did give those back to Elaine, so let's do that now. Can we give over pretty much the whole stack? Let's go like this. And we're going to call that a day. Okay. Cool, cool. And then, again, I'm hoping that these Griffins join us. They do. 15 Griffins want to join them or join us. We see Cavaliers. neutral creatures, I'm assuming that those are for us. We just have to go pick them up. Again, as you've noticed, everybody's wanted to join us or run from us, as we see here. I'm going to let the Minotaurs go. I'm a liar. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to everybody that I let down. My intention is never to lie to you, but sometimes I do misclick. And I'm going to assume that that's what happened right there. That's the only thing that could have happened. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What happens if I do hit auto combat? Okay, for science, I need to see. Okay, so the AI is going to send these troops into a little bit of a dangerous position here. Oh, but they are letting the footmen defend. Very interesting. I wasn't sure what to expect there. But if I lose a single gargoyle, I'm going to be sad. No, not there anyway. Is Isabella going to attack or buff somebody else? She's going to attack. And with one of these gentlemen left, the obsidian gargoyles are going to finish them off. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, at this point, maybe the best thing I can do is actually watch the AI play a little bit, just so that way I can kind of see what their strategies are. For example, right there, I wasn't sure if it would be best for us to attack with Isabel or maybe cast a spell. It looks like the AI kind of made that decision for us, and I'm happy that they did. We see for the first time the Cerberus. These are the upgraded versions of the Hellhounds, I'm sure. Fury drives the Cerberus to move quickly around the battlefield and strike with great strength and anger, but its rage often pays too little heed to its own defense. Let's see, but their attacks are impossible to defend against, and its three-headed attack can hit multiple enemies. So it's got like a three-headed attack. It can get 3 enemies adjacent to each other, and I'm guessing that they have no retaliation. Demonic, no enemy retaliation. Perfect. 4 attack, 2 defense. The damage has gone up between them and their counterparts with the Hellhounds. So that's kind of interesting there. Oh, they are in position. Wow, very interesting. These guys are ready to go. Do I really want to worry about these obsidian gargoyles? I don't really know. How about I just defend? Let the ballista take a shot. How about I try and buff up my archers? I know that they're about to go, but let's give them the chance to go before the griffins. Maybe one big shot that kills 14 to 27. That's 26 that goes down. Feels like pretty good luck. I'm going to defend with the griffins, defend with the footmen all around. And yeah, the obsidian gargoyle, wherever he goes, he's going to be able to get attacked. Let's just defend and let these guys come in at us. 3 griffins die, so Cerberus are fairly tough. They just did some pretty okay damage. Like, I'm not okay with the damage that they did, but I'm sure that their masters are very happy with the damage that they did. And the griffins are going to get their retaliation. They're going to do some damage, but 3 griffins, that feels like a lot. They're currently the best troop I have, and so it feels bad to lose any amount of your best troop. So I'm not happy to see that, but maybe these Cavaliers are actually going to change that. And I'm kind of excited to see how big these Cavaliers are. They have a desire for glory. They're going to join. And who are you, my friends? They have, let's see, 30 attack, 32 defense, 20 to 30 damage, 90 hit points. These guys are going to be able to take a little bit of a hit. 4 morale, 7 speed, 11 initiative. Good, good. The Cavaliers are the shock troops of the Holy Griffin Empire. Mounted on powerful horses and heavily armored, they are at their best when they charge the enemy from afar. They are living, and then they do have the jousting bonus, so 5% bonus damage to its attack for each tile it covers on the battlefield before the attack. So very cool, very nice. Happy to see this kind of a reprint from Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's always a pleasure to see a Cavalier doing tons and tons of damage. Oh no. Oh, Pit Lords, there's several, but there's very low risks there. Tell you what, we've kind of wandered into the middle of this map. And I don't know if I'm in the right spot. Maybe I don't know, maybe I've put myself into some kind of danger. I don't know. We're going to go in this direction. Hopefully we don't run into an enemy hero before we're ready. If Isabel goes down, I think that that's going to tell us everything we need to know about how good of a job or how bad of a job Phixfox has done keeping himself alive. There's this Idol of Fortune here. I almost missed it, but +1 luck. Can't go wrong. Big volcanic area here. That is such cool terrain. Look at that. That is cool. Now, Granted, it looks a little bit waxy. It's not the sharpest image I've ever seen, but it beats the pants off of... It beats the pants off of the classic Heroes 3 look. How about that? So I like that. That's really cool to me. It's enough to make me stop and say, whoa. Which, I mean, come on, you know me. Come on, you know Phixfox. I don't just say whoa at everything. Every other thing, sure, but everything? No. I'm not like that. No, I'm not excited over nothing. I'm excited over cool things. The thing is that there's a lot of cool things in this map. We're going to send this one peasant hero up to scout. We're going to ignore these pit lords. We're going to hopefully stay alive, but we're going to start to scout with that hero. Maybe we're going to find something very useful for us. Let's see what you can do, buddy. Down and across. It looks like this is a gold mine being guarded by these pit lords. Not enough movement points, so we're out there. And are we going to be just shy? No, it looks like we're going to be able to get home. It looks like this is day 7. And so 367 peasants are going to do just fine there. Yeah, it's day 7, so we came back. And I believe that we are in the garrison. Yeah, do we have to move up? So in the garrison, just visiting the town. Let's be in the town so that way we can make the most of this. Let's see. +1 gold, and then increases weekly growth. Must be stationed within the friendly town. I'm guessing that you have to be in the friendly town like this, so that way you don't have 2 heroes with separate bonuses going into this one town. Maybe you're supposed to. Maybe it's possible to have 2 heroes that give you 2 separate bonuses, but I'm guessing that that's for balance purposes. Maybe this is in the town and this does not count as in the town. For now, we are in the town and I'm happy for it. Oh, that's right. We haven't been purchasing things. Maybe that's a mistake. Stables, Citadel, City Hall. Yeah, we probably should have been purchasing some of this stuff a while ago. Barracks. Oh, footmen. We haven't been getting our footmen. We've been short on the ore. Bit of an error there. But it looks like we can actually build Citadel if we'd like. Stables. We're not going to go for the stables just yet. Resource silo. +1 crystal a day. Well, that answers the question as to why the jousting arena costs that. Tell you what, let's go for this. Let's go for the city hall. Yeah, let's get 2,000 gold a day on top of all the stuff we got with the peasants. Wait a second. Citadel. Increases base creature growth by 50%. Whoops. That's what we should have had here on day 7. That was my mistake. I just moved fast enough that at the very end I realized my error, but it was too late to stop it. Okay, in the future we're gonna make a difference there. 27 hunters have a desire for greater glory and want to join. Do we accept them? I don't think that we do, because I think that the gargoyles are a little bit better in case we run into ranged creatures, and we don't really have room in the army. What happens if I do click join? Then we just have to make this decision here. I guess I can combine these forces. Shooters, double shot. Tell you what, we're just gonna do it like that. And then pick up whatever we can here. Piles of ore. That was 1 ore. Did you see that? That was exactly 1 ore. That's the lowest amount of ore I've ever seen in my life. 39 footmen. Of course we're going to let them join. And, oh, it was mentioned to me that these sprites we see as we move, that's the indication of how big our army is getting. So there's big little light and sprites and just little stuff. That indicates that our forces are getting bigger all the time. So very happy to see that. And as cool as these vampire lords are, I'm guessing I'm much tougher. Oh, look at that. It says danger very low. So the danger is going to change depending on how big your forces are. Cool. I like that change. Okay, let's go into this area. Let's clear all this out, and we're going to head back at another day. Let's go on to, I believe, week 3. Start of the week, week of the hedgehog. What is special about hedgehogs? The week when hedgehogs have right of way on the roads. Does this actually matter? I was under the impression that the week would actually do something cool for you. I'm inclined to believe not anymore. I don't see how that can possibly be helpful. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay, we're going to let these troops go forth and do damage. I don't think I have to worry about losing a single creature. I believe that these plague zombies are like level 2. Maybe they're level 1. No, it would have to be like skeletons or something. What was that? Who did the double ranged shot? Oh, I got those blade. I got those elves. These guys. The hunters. They must be a double shot. All of a sudden there was some weird stuff going on. Basic dark magic. I don't know if this is good or not, but I'm not going to go for it for now. I'm just going to look at some other opportunities. It really wants to give me familiar ground. I do not want it. Maybe I do. I don't want expert trainer because I have to be in the castle at the time. Let's go for this expert counter strike. It's the unique knight skill. Damage dealt by knight troops on retaliation strikes is increased. Yeah, let's take this. And it looks like there's a lich, a couple of liches. I don't know what they're guarding. Looks like we're about to find out though. And so I'm gonna, jeez, Cavaliers are so big. That's awesome. I'm gonna stick my creatures kind of across the battlefield like so. And we're gonna try and get down the battlefield as quickly as possible. Maybe I hit skip on this first turn, so the liches have to attack somebody. So the liches have to wait to do full damage. It looks like they did just fine. Okay, we have to read up on this. Liches are powerful undead mages, seething with hatred for all forms of life. They bring plague to the lands they tread upon, creating dreadful death clouds to strike their enemies from afar. That is really cool. I really like that. That's a good looking unit. So you're saying that this tier 5 creature for the Necropolis faction, that they do ranged attack, they're undead, immune to blind, mind control, and then here it is, Death Cloud. Their damage is not just to the target, but all non-undead creatures covered by the Death Cloud, which is in a 3x3, appearing at the hit point. Yeah, so AoE damage from liches, that seems pretty much par for the course. Huh. Cool. I mean, like, I hate it, but it's cool. Let's see if we can get these archers to move above the liches. We can, which is really cool. And so we're going to kill this stack here. We're going to kill 2 to 4 of these liches before they get to do some damage to us. We did kill 3. That was pretty good. And then let's get the knights down the battlefield. Oof. So much damage. Like, we are taking so much damage. Not good. I like how these little guys fly. Go on, my little guys. Just get closer to your enemies. They'll never know what hit them. So, okay, obviously this was a mistake. Don't pull your forces all that close to each other. In fact, I might even be best off moving these hunters away from my big stack of archers. I don't know, but for now, let's get the archers to do some damage to this top stack that's about to go in a second. We killed 3 out of 4. And then let's see if we can kill a couple here. We kill 1 more lich with these hunters. Griffins are going to go. They're going to attack the biggest stack. I'm going to assume that as a shooter, if I'm in your face in melee range, you can't shoot over me. That was a kind of a cool little hit there. That was kind of nifty. And then, oh no, I've blocked myself off with terrain and the obsidian gargoyles. So let's go around with my big jousting cavaliers. Yeah, and so the liches are obligated to do melee damage. Feels good. And let's see if Isabel can finish this fight off. You go, girl. You go, girl. How many losses was that? 10 of these hunters, which I didn't really care about. 8 of the archers. A couple gargoyles. 1 footman. Okay. So losing the hunters kind of sucks, but I'm really happy to have my big stack of archers. That feels good to me. Oh, a neutral stack of marksmen. I don't think we've ever seen marksmen in the battlefield before. That's going to be kind of nifty. And we have found vampires. Danger. No chance. You're telling me that my 1 peasant can't stand toe-to-toe with lots of vampires? It's like, dude, don't even try. You got no chance. No chance whatsoever. Fine. In that case, I will I'll take my beating and go home. Thanks. Oh, well, we're going to come back for some of these other forces in just a moment. It looks like we got a couple weeks worth of peasants in these various places, so they're going to join here, going to join there, and we're going to pick up the rest of these forces on the way out. And then maybe we're gonna explore into this area before we go into the really demonic looking sort of area. I'm guessing that the red player is stuck in their castle, so that way we have to go and find them rather than being defeated by their awesomeness before we are ready for them. Peasants, we've already taken these ones. Okay. And then there is one more. Let's see, a sawmill there. Let's go for the stables and then up and around with the secondary hero. And these marksmen do want to join us. I thought when I saw the Scattershot ability, like I just assumed that we had picked up marksmen somewhere and that is what gave us the cool new ability. I guess not, but so be it. I'm fine with everything that's happening. It's just my expectations weren't met, which is exactly why we're playing this game, is because I don't really want my expectations. I'm happy to have no expectations. I'm happy to know nothing and find out what works best for me. So we have 3 shooters, footmen, 2 flying creatures, and then the big beefy Cavaliers, not to mention 1 ballista, not to mention 12 defense backing up these troops. I don't know how defense and attack skill works in Heroes of Might and Magic 5, but I assume it's similar to every other iteration of Heroes of Might and Magic ever. And that is in this way. In every instance of Heroes of Might and Magic that I am familiar with, what you'll find is that attack skill from your hero is then applied in stats to these other creatures in your army. And when it is done so, they're going to have an increase in attack and defense. They're going to take reduced damage for every bit of defense they have, and they're going to do bonus damage for every bit of extra stuff that they have, right? So it's my assumption anyway that we're going to be talking about percents worth of damage increased over time. Blacksmith? No, we're not going to do that. And so 12 defense, I mean, that's what I would expect to really start to separate like an okay hero from a great hero in Heroes 2. 12 defense in Heroes 3 is not bad. It's worthwhile. It's okay. Ooh, Ore Pits of the Dwarves. So if my expectations are anywhere close to being met, then I really do believe that we're going to be able to do something nifty with that. It's hopefully not going to be too much longer before we're able to overwhelm even some excellent forces. Stop. There we go. Ghosts. We're going to kill these ghosts. I'm going to get my first look at these ghosts. But yeah, if attack skill and defense skill work similarly, where every point of attack over defense gives you bonus damage, every point of defense over attack skill reduces damage, then I'm going to be pretty happy knowing that I kind of know what I'm doing. Kind of. Okay, we got ghosts here. These are so cool. Look at them. Oh, look at these tortured souls and chains, and obviously, oh, these torture apparatuses. Oh, I could look at that all day. That's so cool. Tier 3 creatures for Necropolis. 5 speed, 10 initiative. Ghosts are the restless spirits of the dead, forever bound to the necromancer who has enslaved them. Their bodies are incorporeal, which makes them difficult to hit. Yeah, no kidding. Last time I tried to take a swipe at a ghost, did not end well for me. Did not end well for me at all. I actually, there's the movie The Grudge. Yeah, there's the movie The Grudge, which is the American film based off of the Japanese film where, I don't know, the little girl dies in the house and she's so mad that she refuses to disappear even after she dies, and then she hunts people down and kills them and whatnot. Yeah, it feels like whenever I put that picture up, when I print it off at my work and I put it in people's windows, for some reason people don't like to see a picture of a little scary ghost girl looking at them. I'm not really much of a jokester in my office, but I will tell you that when that happens, people know that it's me who did it. So, yeah. Ghosts. Last time I tried to take a swipe at a ghost, didn't go so well. This creature is incorporeal, so any non-magical attack has only a 50% chance of inflicting damage. Straight up 50% damage reduction. That's not really what we're talking about here, but it's got a 50-50 shot of doing nothing. Nothing. It's crazy. And they are flyers. Okay, well, tell you what, we're just going to skip on this. We're going to see how far these guys can get. Yeah, that's not too slow. It's pretty good. So, miss. Oh, that's sweet. Like, I hate that that just happened to me, but I like that. What a cool unit to play around with. Gargoyles did their damage. They took a little bit on the retaliation there. I'm going to assume that these ghosts are going to be able to hit me from here. Yeah, I'm guessing that they'll be able to. Maybe not. And then I guess that one big hit from these griffins actually did a bunch of damage, which is fine. So hold on then. 5 defense? I don't know if 5 defense is... It seems pretty standard. I don't know. I'm guessing that... What the heck? I'm guessing it was enough to do that. Why did I get a second shot? Was that my marksman or was that somebody else that just did that? I don't even know. Here, we're going to Divine Guidance, the marksman. I want to see what the marksmen do. Maybe the marksmen have a special ability. They do not. What do these marksmen do? I'd never really checked. They're shooters, living creatures, precise shot when shooting at close range, less than 3 tiles from the target. Creatures inflict heavier damage because the target's defense is not as effective. Cool. So marksmen are really cool then. Even when they miss, that still looked cool, buddy. From here on out, we're just going to let the battle auto-combat. Miss, griffins, sweet. Huh. I really like the ghost as a unit, even though some people really like RNG in their maps and some people hate it. I don't know what to tell you. I think it's okay. We're going to take this basic enlightenment. Let's see. +1 to one of his primary stats for every 4 levels, including the levels already got, and 5% bonus to the experience gained. Sure, why not? Let's take that. And then, but I really like the idea of, that feels like a very unique unit. And I value uniqueness, especially in a new game. Creatures can't join. We can't have peasants join us. I should have known. And I'm gonna leave these zombies. I'm gonna let them go. But we still get experience for that. That seems very counterintuitive. Don't know what to expect out of that. Alrighty, and this looks pretty okay to me. Vampire Lords. For the first time, we're going to see Vampire Lords. Now, I'm assuming that Vampire Lords are the upgraded version of vampires. Tier 4 creatures. Wow. Kind of right in the middle there. I really liked Heroes 4, where the Vampire Lords were one of the best units you could get. Kind of sad to see them slipping down a little bit. But let's see what they have. Necromancers, seeking powers beyond death, become Vampire Lords. Any damage the Vampire Lords inflict upon the living heals their own immortal, eternally youthful bodies. None can retaliate against their strikes, and with their ability to teleport, none can foresee where they may attack from. So they just teleport, so they don't really fly. No enemy retaliation, undead, and everything that comes with it. Life drain, so when attacking enemy units, this creature can drain their health and use it to restore its own, or even to resurrect some killed creatures. Good. And it says that they're a flyer, but really they teleport. Okay, alright, I see you, game. I see through your tricks. Well, let's see if you can die if I hit you hard enough. Looks like you do. And they only get to the middle of the battlefield, so that's not too bad. I don't know if these obsidian gargoyles are going to be super useful, so I'm just going to have them start to go attack. Yeah, you get them. Oh, but maybe that was the perfect thing to do, because now the Vampire Lords can't really life drain off of these creatures, can they? Like, that just makes sense. Elemental, poison, blind, mind related, resurrected or healed. I didn't see if the vampires regained any health. Retaliates, damage dealt. It doesn't say that they gained anything back, so we're going to be okay with what happened there. I don't know if they did or didn't. I'm going to assume that they did not. Okay, 127 archers. Do some damage for me, my friends. 4 to 9. 7's pretty good. Continue to do that with my blessing. And then it's time for the griffins to get into the battle. There should be no retaliation here. Or here. Yeah, these vampires are taking a beating, and they're going to go down. 7 gargoyles, not too bad. And we're going to get access to an artifact for the first time in this scenario anyway, but that's going to have to wait for just one more day. Let's pick up all these freebies with these secondary heroes. And I don't know, should I send these forces into the area where there's these dwarven mines? It looks like this gem mine is here. I don't know if lots of griffins are going to want to join me. Let's wait to find out. Let's explore, and then we're going to see what's here. Pack of liches, okay. And then there's area here that we got to go around. Oh, wait, are you telling me I don't actually have to fight you? If I can get by these liches without fighting them, I'm going to laugh. Let's see if they're going to just attack me right now. Nope. Oh, no. Whoops. Buddy, you have no chance. You have absolutely no chance. Nothing is going to happen here. Well, you have benediction. Tell you what, I recommend that you start praying real quick, because I got a feeling that this isn't going to go well. And just like that, we lost our scout hero. It looked like we could walk around. Oh well. Oh well. The enemy is defeated. Hero abandons the cause. So be it. If your hero has lost a battle, there's always a chance for you to call him back by visiting a town's tavern. It's not going to happen. We're just going to let him go. It's very sad, I know. Oh look, 525. So we just got that one ability that gives us additional experience. That's kind of nice. And then with Shield of Crystal Ice. Let's see what this does. It is +2 defense and 50% protection from fire-based spells. Do you think that that's going to be kind of nifty, kind of useful against our friends from the underground? Oh, there's a pile of wood there. Oh, there's a pile of wood there. Stop. Against the Inferno troops, I'm guessing that that's going to be pretty good. If they've got any fire spells, let them come. We will deal with them in due time. Okay, we're close enough here. I'm just going to let this hero, Elaine, grab all of this. She's going to keep the peasants, of course. But then she is going to hand off the bulk of these other forces to Isabel, who's going to go and get us some ore and help us do some damage, I'm sure. Let's go to just here. And then let's start pathing in this general direction. Up to here. I'm going to hit stop. Make this work. Good. So it looks like these forces moving forward are going to be 109 of these footmen, 193 archers, 17 of these hunters, 34 marksmen, 27 of the griffins, 7 of the cavaliers, and 44 of the obsidian gargoyles. I'm sure the 652 peasants would actually be pretty nifty in this army because, look, they've got 11 attack and 16 defense. But they're worth gold to me here, so here's where they're going to stay. On this other hero, Elaine. And she's going to try and get back. It's going to be 4 days. She's just going to end up sitting there for the next little bit as we head back on over to claim more treasure and gold and resources and whatever else we can find. We've got 11 ore, by the way. We probably should be continuing to build. We can finally get a barracks. I didn't really do a good job of making sure that we were building every opportunity, but now we're going to get some footmen coming on down the way. I wonder how upgrading works in this game. I think I might have already posed that question or asked it out loud, but I do wonder how it works to upgrade your creatures. For example, in Heroes 2, upgrading creatures does cost a little bit of gold. It costs double the amount of the difference between the upgraded creature and the unupgraded creature, whereas in Heroes 3, there is no... I mean, there's just the difference in the upgrade cost between the creatures. So double the cost versus just the cost, it's kind of a big deal. And so it's really a pretty reasonable question. Just saying, just saying. It's Week of the Goat. Production of goat cheese triples. This can't be real. No, this can't be real. I'm going to assume that this is not real. It's very fun, but it can't be real. Okay. I think that these fights are pretty much won. I just want to see how the AI fights this. Gargoyles, these troops. If I lose a single griffin, oh Oh, I should have fought this fight myself. I lost my single griffin and now I'm sad. It looks like maybe the best thing to do is going to be to try and make sure that the griffins stay back. So that way they don't get impetuous and lose troops needlessly. It's one griffin, but I still remember when they were my best troop that I had in my army. I know that we have the other creatures now, but still, it feels bad. These creatures want to flee. I'm gonna fight them just because I want the experience, just in case. In this case, it's definitely a good idea to actually put the auto combat on because I don't care if the griffins get down the battlefield quickly or not. And I don't need to read who these creatures are, of course, because I've already got plenty of archers myself. These hunters are doing damage. Hold on. Hunters have 2 shots. How are they doing so much damage? What? What? But these creatures are awesome. Tier 3, 14 attack, 4 to 7 damage. Their elf bow, 2 shots, but there's nothing else here other than the 2 shots. They're just pretty good quality troop. 4 to 7 damage. How does that compare actually to my archers? 2 to 4 damage. Okay, so even though there's so many more archers, maybe just the damage there. Not to mention the attack skill. No, because the attack is 14 and the defense is 18. I don't get it. I'm just feeling like they hit really, really hard. That's my observation. I'm surprised at how good of a job that they're doing, especially when the difference between one tier of creature to the other is not that big of a deal. Tier 2 archers versus tier 3 hunters. I'm just surprised that it feels like there's so much of a difference. Anyway, for the first time, we see the Horned Overseer. This is the upgraded version of the Horned Demon. Looks like they are a bit faster than the other ones were. They're slow and sturdy creatures who can withstand great amounts of damage. They can implode in a surge of primal chaos energy, doing great harm to all creatures around them. Oh, they can't implode. So I wonder, is that a special ability or a passive ability? Like when you destroy the whole creature stack, does it blow up? Or only when, or every time you kill a creature? Creature damages all creatures around itself, but not itself. It's an activated ability. Oh, so it can implode itself. Maybe you teleport them into a big stack of creatures and hope for the best. Suffice to say, we're going to fight this fight ourselves to ensure that we have no issues, because I would hate to lose a big stack of forces just because I failed to stop them from hitting us. Seems like a bad idea. Okay, 32 went down there. And then 11 went down there. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing that 17 do pretty good damage. I don't know. It's a little unintuitive why these tier 3 creatures are kicking so much butt. I don't get it. Okay, 22 of these creatures die. Their retaliation does nothing. These 5 horned demons are coming on in. They're going to be easy prey for our marksmen. And then the jousting Cavaliers, doing tons and tons of damage, and we're calling it a day. Kind of glad I didn't have to see what their special ability was, what their special move was. We are out of stuff for the day, but I forget that actually one of my scenario objectives is to do something, isn't it? Like I'm supposed to get up to something. Clear the area of enemy scouts, build a jousting arena, and upgrade it. And then maybe we're going to get a new thing to do after that. I'm going to assume that that's the case. Okay. Crystal, imps. Not worried about you, but I will defeat you. And once again, I'm going to just kind of auto-combat this at this point. I just don't feel the need to fight this fight. It seems pretty obvious what the best thing to do is. And so I wonder if there's a way that I can quick combat this without actually watching the whole battle take place. For example, Heroes 3 and F Heroes 2, you can just hit Q to end the battle immediately. Well, yeah, for Heroes 3 you can do that too. the point is that you don't actually have to watch your forces raffle stomp the enemy. You can just say to yourself, look, I know that this is about to go down. I'm just going to expect this and just go from there. I'm going to let these 44 obsidian gargoyles go. Maybe my morale is affected. I don't know. This is definitely a big mistake, but I'm going to do it. Say goodbye to the peasants. Pick up a couple more here. Maybe some more are going to want to join me. Who knows? Sawmill, peasant hut, windmill, footmen. Let's go kill these footmen. And Elaine continues to do Elaine things. She's very slow because her peasants are very slow. I'm just impressed that the peasants are willing to continue on, quite frankly. Let's see. Are these creatures going to want to join me? 63 footmen. They want to be left alone. I'm going to pursue them. Once again, I'm going to auto-combat this. I can't see this going poorly for me at all. Why did the AI move my forces down here? That's kind of interesting. That's a little unexpected. And I think that the Griffins have put themselves in really a bad spot. That feels bad anyway. That just doesn't look correct. Griffins are retaliating like wild men. Big stacks of footmen are going down. Still trying to figure out just how tough Griffins are. There was that one battle where we lost 3 of them. And since then, I've been just a little bit concerned. Advanced Enlightenment. Let's take this again. It just feels kind of good. And that's +1 to all of those different stats, which feels great. Gold, gold, and now a new artifact. This is the Phoenix Feather Cape. And that's going to, I believe, as I find it finally, enhance fire-based spells by 50%. So if I had fire-based spells, that would be awesome. It's not, but it would be awesome. Okay, Sawmill. Some of these archers, maybe, I don't know, maybe they just don't want to join anymore. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe maybe everybody's heard of me by now and they say, yeah, you don't want to join this guy. This guy is just going to lead you to ruin. To which I reply, it's my first time. It's not my fault. Speaking of first time, I saw kind of interesting. Tyler 1 is a little bit of an interesting character to me. And if you don't like Tyler 1, don't worry. I'm not going to talk about him a lot. But he's an interesting character who I believe started off playing games like League of Legends, the MOBA. And he has since, he's done a couple of different things. I was really impressed with his run playing chess. I don't think that he still plays chess, but he did a really pretty good job of learning the game and getting better. Like, it was a remarkable growth in the game of chess. Most people, when you play chess, you start off very young. And if you don't start off young, you're going to struggle to do well to compete and grow in the game. There's a certain amount of ability, I suppose, that comes from figuring it out early on. And they say that as you age, that you tend to get a little bit worse at heroes or at chess as you go on. But this guy had never really played chess before. He just wound up being particularly good. I don't know what he topped out at. I'm gonna have to find out real quick. But chess is a game that, even if you don't like League of Legends, I think that people really tend to respect chess, even if you're not really somebody who really follows it. He got up to at least 1900. He was 1896. They dropped back down to like 1775, then back up to 1900. So that's pretty impressive. A 1900 rating in chess is pretty impressive for somebody who just picked it up and tried to get good in a couple of weeks. Anyway, but he also, as we pull these squires into our forces, he also has started playing World of Warcraft. Don't ask me why or what his thought process was, but World of Warcraft, the online game, and having a good time with it. He was supposed to call the shots in a raid, and it failed spectacularly. And of course, there's a lot of back and forth about, if his team had listened to him, would things have been effective, or, would they have all survived, or what have you. And it just kind of brings up the point of your commander. I mentioned that my forces have heard about me, and hey, are you sure you guys want to follow me? It's better to follow somebody that's going to make a call and do their very, very best, and to follow them together versus deciding in the moment, if you're going to follow their call or not. And it seems like a lot of the players that were following Tyler 1 as he was making this call in this dungeon raid that was a little bit tricky, I suppose. Half of them followed his call to defeat the big bad evil monster guy, and half of them tried to run away. And if they had all run, it would have been fine. And if they had all stuck on the boss, it would have been fine. But when forces split, that's a problem. And so, the whole point of this is just talking about leadership in general. And yeah, I know that that's not really a thing here for these forces. They're all going to follow my lead whether I like it or not. But morale does matter. And I think that the scripture is in the Bible, if the trump shall give an uncertain sound, then who shall prepare himself for battle? If you're going to lead people, lead well, and lead with a certain fervor, I suppose. And that applies not only to battle, but also to other aspects of my life where I'm not here to say that I lead often, but when I lead, I lead. And you know what? I actually have my dad to thank for that, because that was a letter he sent me at a time in my life where I really needed to hear that if you're going to do something, do it 100%. So yeah, if you're going to do something, do it 100%. If you're going to lead, lead. If you're not going to lead, get out of the way. These are the Spectres. These are the upgraded ghosts, it looks like. They have a mana drain ability. When attacking enemy units, this creature can drain their mana and use it to restore its own health or even resurrect some killed creatures. That's so cool. So you have the vampires and you have the Spectres that can raise their forces. It's kind of nifty. I really do enjoy that. Plus they're incorporeal. I like this unit. Spectres are restless spirits bound to the service of the necromancer who has enslaved them. Their bodies are incorporeal. Yeah. Chilling touch of these spirits can drain the mana of enemy creatures, restoring the specter with stolen magic. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. By the way, we're just going to try and get these 252 archers to do some banging bonus damage. In case you hadn't noticed, we've been able to pick up a healthy amount of forces, and all of them just joined us for free. Who am I to tell people that they can't join us if they don't want to? Or if if they want to, who am I to tell them no? That's right, I'm a nobody. But we're gonna go on to the barracks here. I'd like to get these troops upgraded. Let's still work on getting back home. And maybe getting these creatures upgraded before we fight some big guy. I think our forces are overwhelming enough that we're not going to need to necessarily, but I would like to make sure that we do our best here. We've already purchased today. By the way, how many buildings are there? Okay, this is Ashwood, by the way. Once merely a large encampment of tents near a couple of caravan trails and a river, over time Ashwood grew into a thriving commercial center. Today you can find anything you may need here, and at a very reasonable price. But there is, it looks like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 18, 21, 24 buildings. Does that sound right? 24 buildings total? Seems like a lot, but seems pretty good to me. Oh, a monastery. Upgrade level limit for this building in this town has been reached. Upgrade level limit. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, that's right. We need the Citadel because that increases growth amongst our forces. And then the castle doubles base creature growth. We'll work on that too. We're going to get up to the castle before the end of the day, or before the end of the week. We have one more day to do that. We'll do that tomorrow. Okay. And then it's going to be Elaine that's going to pick up the final scraps of peasantry, and then she's going to sit in the castle tomorrow. We're going to grab, it looks like 10 more footmen, pile of wood. And it's a little bit unintuitive about what's passable terrain and what's not. We're finding our way here, but it's a little bit interesting. Another trading post. We're definitely going to end up trading for ore in just a second. In fact, let's just do that now. It's going to be a better return on investment. And let's just do, I don't know, half of our sulfur. Let's get ourselves up to 9. Or rather 10 ore. Maybe that's enough to make this final purchase. How expensive is it to get up to the castle? Yeah, it's 10 ore. Let's do that. So we're going to go all the way up to the castle tech. We're going to be very hard to kill. Look at the additions. because that's the castle right there. So that's the marketplace. That is for your archers, barracks. That is the stables, blacksmith, peasant fields, and then this is just, yeah, the castle. All of that's highlighted. Tavern. Oh, these are beautiful. I can't wait to see other towns. I can't wait to see other towns. This is really beautiful. And I wonder if there's a way to get the camera to go back to just cycling around so I can watch it go. That'd be interesting. I'd like to see that. Oh, here's the upgrade button for other creatures. That's cool. Okay. So we've made our little trade there. There's a pile of ore. I guess we could have gotten that a moment ago. Oh well. Gold here. Treasure here. And we haven't, I don't know what level we max out on for Isabel in this scenario, but I'd be excited to find out. I'm also going to just check to see, we are currently in here. Is this going to raise the growth of our creatures just by us being in here? I guess I don't even know really how to tell. 62, 29. Uh, 59, 27. So, okay. So we actually have two slots, it looks like. We can have a hero here and a hero here, and we can get both benefits to creature growth. Very cool. One hero still has movement. Yes, yes, I know. She's where she ought to be. It's week of the swallow. The week when the swallows return, sometimes carrying coconuts. A Monty Python reference in My Heroes of Might and Magic 5 game. That's kind of nice. I like that. I do enjoy some Monty Python references. There's a few versions of Monty Python that are not as well respected as they ought to be. Life of Brian, for example. I just saw that the other day for the first time. I've heard of it, never actually watched the whole thing, but for the first time I kind of saw the whole thing start to finish. Not bad. Not bad. A little bit sacrilegious, but not bad. That's the point of it. Oh, if anybody catches flack or catches any kind of feelings or grief about that, about a Monty Python skit being sacrilegious, then we got some real issues there. It's not that bad, trust me. Okay, the City Hall, we're gonna purchase this because 4,000 gold per day, why not? And plus, I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's just so cool. The aesthetics are lovely. Said it before, I'll say it again. Okay. And let's see, I'm going to pick up all these creatures and then we're going to head into the castle. We're going to purchase everybody we can and we're going to send them on out. Unless we should wait. No, we should just purchase everybody we can. Is there a buy all? Buy all creatures? There we go. That's going to save me some time. Now we're cooking with gas. And then rather than go and pick up all these extra troops, we're just going to send these creatures up north and join up with the main army as we do some damage. These creatures are going to flee. I'm going to pursue them and auto-combat that. Again, I wonder if there's a way I can just end the battle quickly. It's not Q. Options? Show grid, movement, battle, default. I don't know if there's a way to see what the hotkeys are. Maybe space bar? No, space bar is just your primary function, whatever it might be. What's V? Oh, A and V are both basically the same. It's the auto combat feature. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I just don't feel the need to fight these fights because I'm so overwhelming in these forces. I really kind of wish I could auto combat at the beginning with the option to refight later if it looks like things are getting a little bit hairy on us. By the way, I think I just noticed creatures that want to fight us are going to have this little bad circle around them because of our scouting ability. I wonder if other creatures that will join us have that other sort of looking thing. I know I'm being very descriptive when I say the other sort of looking thing. The other halo around them The Griffins, for example, that just joined us, they looked like they wanted to join us. They were red instead of like a green color. Maybe that's just like the Haven sort of extra thing though. I don't know. By the way, worth noting that I put this on auto combat and you can place your troops, but it didn't do a great job of keeping my troops away from each other. Just saying. By the way, this is the first time we've actually seen the Arc Lich. Potent undead mages with an eternal hatred for all life. I hate you too, buddy. They can summon dreadful death clouds and cast curses and weakening spells upon entire enemy armies. Cool. Shooter, undead, immune to blind, of course they are. This creature can use a set of magical spells similar to those cast by heroes. Mana reserve is limited, but always set to maximum at the beginning of combat. Spell power depends on the number of creatures' activated ability. I wish I could know what their spells were. Yeah, I wish I could know what their spells were. That's really pretty cool. Okay, we're of course, going to spread out because nobody wants to get demolished by these gross-looking liches. Not my idea of a good time. Squires, griffins, and we are in position to do some damage, and I believe that both of these creatures are now encumbered. I don't think they're going to be able to actually cause us any harm because the griffins are right in their face. So for that, we're going to go back to this auto combat, and it is in fact going to be the Cavaliers that end our foes here. But yeah, 9, 28, 18, and 1. That's some pretty big losses when I didn't really need to take those losses if I just fought the fight myself. If I just arranged my troops just a little bit more prior to walking into that danger zone. Whoops, my bad. Okay. And then we're going to continue to head north here. I do want to see what this artifact is, though. We just picked up a new artifact. Necklace of the Bloody Claw. Adds +1 damage to all creatures in the hero's army. +1 damage is always welcome. If it's 10% bonus damage, you better believe that that's welcome. If it's less, still worth it. Okay, but right here is what I was meaning with those liches. I should have adjusted my forces like this. Just kind of spread everybody out. And I just realized, like, now that I think about it, it's kind of nice because it's the difference between like a grouped formation and like a closed formation, but you get to decide. And you get to decide kind of as if there were tactics at the beginning of every battle. That's pretty good, I think. I really think that that's pretty good. Let's do this. What if we retaliation strike on our griffins? So that way they're just these big, beefy, defensive creatures that just want you to hit them. Like, come on, I'm daring you to fight me. I feel like that's part of the joy in this new game is kind of figuring out all of the different interactions and all the different ways that we can make things work out in our favor. By the way, nice to see that the AI agrees with me that the Divine Intervention works really, really well on the archers. And nice to see the Scattershot being used by the AI as well. Really appreciate that. Oh, there's a little pile of ore. We definitely need that. We're still looking for lots of ore every chance we get. In fact, these windmills are a really good idea. Stop! Arch! A couple more archers. Back up to the front. But it feels like ore is actually really the limiting factor here, which reminds me, where were the dwarves? We saw a sign that said that, hey, the dwarves are this way. I think it was right about somewhere over here. I don't recall, but we should probably find a way to liberate the dwarves of their treasure. 35 of these vampires. Are these vampires or vampire lords? Just vampires. So they're a little bit easier than the vampire lords that we already faced. No enemy retaliation, but they do have the life drain ability. So they're probably just weaker in general. Oh, and they have a really high initiative. Look, they're getting to go fairly quickly there. Very interesting. Okay. We kill 11 with the griffins because 47 griffins is, oh, I don't know, a lot. And I guess I'm sleeping on how good these Cavaliers are. Like, they are... 7 of them just killed 11 vampires like they were nothing. 30 damage. So 330 damage. 7 Cavaliers did 330 damage? Is that a function of them being so good, or is that a function of my hero being so awesome right now? I'm guessing it's a mix of both, of course. If you have high base damage combined with good hero stats, like, you're going to have a bigger effect size with your damage. Not to mention they did have a little bit of a running start, so plus 5% bonus damage again and again and again. Yeah, 21 to 30 damage. That's pretty good damage. If you compare 20 to 30 damage, I mean, that's, again, if it's Heroes 2, if it's Heroes 3, that's quality damage. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to find how things are in relation to each other, if that makes any sense. Ah, the ore pits of the dwarves. There's a gold mine. There's a gem mine. But I think that these griffins are going to want to join us. Look at the red. These guys, well, maybe the Infernos have a different highlighter or indicator because they are Inferno rather than Haven. I'm going to believe that that's the case. So we're not going to worry about that as much as I was maybe thinking about doing so. Okay, it's going to be 3 days till we get to the front, but we're getting very close. Oh, and I really need to get my upgraded jousting arena. I keep forgetting. I keep getting off track. Okay, there's my jousting arena. Why is it built into the castle? Don't you think that you would want to have the horses, like, I don't know, on the ground, in the fields, like over there? Are you sure you want to, like, walk the horses all the way up here? That just seems like a bad idea. Where are you jousting? Oh, it's down there. So you built this building, and then it's down there is the actual arena. That's just the wing for, not the horses, but for the guys. I didn't expect that at all. I was thinking, yeah, like right over there. What if the horses get scared of heights? You ever think about that? You ever think about the safety and sanity of your horses? Come on. They're good horses. Let them do what they're supposed to do. Anyway, okay, at this point, I don't need 990 peasants just giving me gold. We've got plenty of gold. We've got our capital. It's fine. I think it's time that we separated these forces like so. And we're going to have 1,000 peasants in the big army, and Elaine is going to ride back sadly with nobody. Nobody at all. But she's going to know that she did a good job just shaking down these forces, shaking down our peasants for every scrap of food that they had. They did the best that they could. What can I say? We're going to kill all 12 of these griffins. I see no reason why we ought not to do that. We're going to take this retaliation here. We lose 1 griffin, we kill 12 more. At this point, I don't even care. At this point, like, we're fine. I will lose 1 or 2 here or there. The Divine Guidance doesn't actually help because they were going to go before the griffins, but it's free spell power. It's free mana, so you might as well. And we pick up a new ability. Basic Defense decreases damage dealt to creatures by 10% for melee. And Scholar allows the heroes to teach various spells to other heroes, effectively trading between spell books. I don't like Scholar. We're going to go with Basic Defense. Should we go with Familiar Ground? Again, I just don't know what's good. We're going to get Familiar Ground. We've had it offered to us for a while now. It's time. Let's just take it. And let me see. Let me get out of the way so I can view my little gem mine here. That's cool. I like that. I like it. Okay. And Liches, I want your stuff. So prepare to die again, especially because you killed my 1 hero. Now, I know that the heroes don't die, but he died, basically. Okay, remember, these are Liches. So how do we best spread out our forces? Griffins are going to get to go, like, soon, I think. So tell you what, I think I want it like this. I think I want Griffins to use their high initiative to just get out of here. 15 initiative, it's pretty high. 5, 5, 5. Wait, I was reading the morale. 11 initiative, 8 initiative, 8. 9 initiative, yeah, 15. Okay, so then how do I do it like this? Let's put the Cavaliers right there, so that way we're less likely to step on each other. And then my ranged creatures can be sitting right next to each other. Let's just hope that the Liches have a low enough initiative. Aha! The Cavaliers are going to get to go first. And so let's just get out of the way. and prevent any double hex attacks. 2 griffins died, and I hate your stinking guts. You make me sick. Let's increase the initiative even further. Oh, with 15 initiative, buddy, you made an error in who you decided to upset. Pop quiz. Who did you make upset? Was it that guy over there, or was it the griffins that just roasted your buddies? I think that the answer should be obvious. Okay. 3 griffins lost, but we had a very decisive victory, and dare I say satisfying? When I think about satisfying victories in other Heroes of Might and Magic games, whoa, let's go back. Sword of Might, +2 attack, let's go back and get that. When I think about satisfying victories in other Heroes of Might and Magic games, it's usually the most satisfying victories when you have a tough fight that you find a way to do something clever and win. By the way, a weak witch often has sudden storms. That fight felt good. That fight felt satisfying because I felt like I did something cool with the griffins there. I felt like I did something good in the way I placed my troops, and it felt like I did something good when I was able to give them extra initiative to go basically twice before the enemy got to go to once. You get the satisfaction when you are increasing your skill. I can feel Phixfox just getting slightly better, not a lot, but slightly better at the game, and that's encouraging. That's what you're looking for in any game. If you say to yourself, wow, this game is really fun, I'm guessing it's probably going to be fun and a good time because you are getting better and you're getting more enjoyment out of it as your skill level goes up. That's one of the best reasons to play Heroes of Might and Magic, is that the more you play, the better you get. And because it's a turn-based strategy game, you can parse these choices at your leisure. And so you can see the cause and effect of your actions and you get that direct feedback in how you're playing. And it makes you feel better. That's what we just experienced with that previous fight. We'll see if that continues. I'm planning on it continuing. I'm just saying. Wow, Pit Lords, Inferno, tier 6, 120 HP, 13 to 31 damage. Oof. 4 speed, 8 initiative, so these guys are pretty slow, but they're tanky and they do damage. These mighty fiends are summoned from the darkest depths of the demonic realms. They are skilled both in close combat and offensive magic. Pit Lords carry a Vorpal sword, its dark power instantly killing any creature unlucky enough to be struck by it. What? Pit Lords carry a Vorpal sword, dark power instantly kills any creature unlucky enough to strike it. Are you telling me that if these 5 Pit Lords attack my 7 Cavaliers, I'm going to walk out of that engagement with only 2 Cavaliers remaining? Or is there like a ratio kind of like with Mighty Gorgons from Heroes 3? I have so many questions. Demonac, Living, Vorpal Sword. Each attack or counterattack by this creature is guaranteed to kill at least 1 unit in the enemy army. Maybe more, but at least 1. Okay, that answers my question. That helps me out a lot. But maybe more than 1. And this is a caster with a set of magical spells similar to those cast by heroes. Again, I need to know what the spells are for me to really feel like I can move forward. We're gonna go to right here, staying out of range. We're gonna go to right about here, staying out of range. And I think I don't want to actually touch these guys with anything but arrows. Let's loose the arrows, cry havoc, and oh great, I'm messing up this saying. Cry havoc and loose the dogs of war. Yes, let's cry havoc and let's loose the dogs of war. There's going to be this one guy that's going to go. I'm going to put myself in a little bit of a precarious position to kill that enemy there. Uh-oh. Because I killed this guy, these guys got a better initiative. Oops. It's not good. Let's defend. There's 4. Maybe we kill 1 more. Nope. It looks like... What the fudge? Pit Lord casts Fireball on Archer, 70 damage, 10 die. Oh, so I'm really glad actually that I was able to get down the battlefield because, yeah, you don't want to like lose a creature for free. But if they're spellcasters like that, kind of like fairy dragons, their backline access is still really high. Huh, that's interesting. That's interesting. By the way, if we hadn't killed all 4 of those, that would have felt really bad because we would have lost one of our Cavaliers, again, for free. So, interesting. More interesting stuff. Gold mine is now ours, and we've explored. Let me show you what we've explored. We started off in the bottom left here. We've explored everything in our area to the immediate north, basically up until this corner of the map. I don't think that you can really traverse yourself into that area. Not from anywhere that we've seen fit here. To the east, we've gone through peasant hovels and all these other free things. There might have been something right over there. Oh, nope, never mind. It's blocked off. Thank goodness. I thought maybe I missed something up there. And then a little bit north of this position here from the bottom right corner, you run into this volcanic terrain. It looks like this is going to be the area where we're going to find our red enemy foe. We're going to go defeat them soon. And in fact, I think I'm going to try and defeat them before I actually get up to the upgraded jousting arena. If I have the opportunity to get the jousting arena, I'm going to see if I can kill my enemy first. It would be a real shame if I lost out on the honor, the privilege of defeating my foe when I could have. Order of the Paladins. This is the upgrade to the jousting arena. Let's try and upgrade everything else. Not enough resources. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna wait. Capital. Altar of Light. What do I need for this? Mage Guild level 1? Upgrade level limit for this building has... What does that even mean? Upgrade level limit for this building in this town has been reached. So I'm guessing you just are not allowed to get it because it's... I'm guessing you're just not allowed to get it. Let's get these training grounds that allow you to upgrade a certain amount of creatures from basic to massive groups. From basic to advanced level, like 7 a week. Hall of Heroes supports training special ability and reduces the cost of training by 40%. The cost of training is reduced by 40%? Let's use that. That's cool. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I mean, I knew that the whole time. What are you talking about? What, you didn't know about the Hall of Heroes? Come on, man. Everybody knows about the Hall of Heroes. Ha! We're gonna pursue these vampires just in case. I still think I want the experience. Let's do this. Set our forces out. 30 vampires. Yeah, I don't think that they have any chance. Oh, but look, the peasantry. The peasantry is coming to mix it up. Grab your torch and pitchforks. The peasants are coming. I'm laughing, but really, that's 1,000 peasants that just stuck you in the face with a rake and a pitchfork. I'll bet that they did a lot of damage. I wasn't actually checking, but I'll bet you that they did a bunch of damage. Let's pick up the experience. Gold doesn't matter at this point. And then maybe we can find something nifty. I don't know what level is our max level, but we're already level 17. I'm hoping it's like 18 or 20 or something. I don't really know. What other buildings are there, though? Really haven't done a good job of building in this game, have I? All the heroes, not enough resources. It's 5 ore. Like, we can do that. Lady. Go to the trading post. Wait. Trading post? Trading post. Lady, go to the trading post. We have 112 wood. Let's get rid of 112 wood. Let's just do it like this. Let's go half. Let's go a little bit more than half. Trade that. And let's hope that that solves all of our problems with ore for the next foreseeable future. Griffin Bastion. Good, good. Imperial Griffins. That sounds great. Order of Paladins. We know about that. Okay, this Hall of Heroes. Let's get this thing. And we're going to see what that looks like in the near future. I hope it's more of a passive ability rather than an active ability, because as a new player, the more active abilities I have, the harder it's going to be for me to deal with playing effectively. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, folks, we have come to what I believe is a very tough enemy here. Arc Devils, 6 of them, and I'm excited to see what these gentlemen have in store for us. These look to be the creatures that fought our husband, the king, I forget his name, but in the opening cinematic. Isabel is, of course, the warrior queen, but her husband, we're trying to go and save. I think he's alive. Is he alive? I'm guessing he's alive. Anyway, tons of attack for these Archdevils. 6 of them. 200 HP. That's pretty good. 36 to 66 damage. So I'm guessing that this is, yeah, tier 7 creature. This is probably the top tier creature you can have for the Inferno faction. And that gives me a little bit of an understanding about what the strength is for these various creatures. I don't know if Archdevils are the upgraded version of Devils. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But 200 HP, if that's about what creatures top out at in this game, that's good information to have. That helps me adjust accordingly my expectations for tier 6, tier 5, tier 4, tier 3 creatures, and so on and so forth. The great Archdevils rise from their fiery realm to lead the infernal armies. They have the ability to teleport on the field of battle so no enemy can escape from their savagery. Archdevils can summon pit lords to fight for their cause. Let's see you do that. Chain shot does not affect it. What is the chain shot? I'm not sure what that is. It's alive. And once during the combat, creature can summon pit lords to replace his killed friends. Number of pit lords summoned depends on the number of creatures who use this ability. So it's basically demon farming from Heroes 3, I'm going to assume. They've got a big range on them, but they don't cover the whole battlefield. So I'm going to skip on everybody. I am going to cast my Divine Guidance on my big stack of archers. And we're going to kill 1 or 2. Kill 2. Nice. Way to go, guys. Oh, and they came closer. They took their turn. They came closer, but they didn't come close enough. I think that they are in range of everybody. Do I really want to... I think I want to attack them with my cavalries. So I'm actually going to wait on the griffins and hope that I go just after the cavalry is perfect. The peasants, we're going to defend because you guys are very scared. Don't worry, it's okay that you're scared, so am I. And then let's see how much damage we can do with these 7 cavalries. 1 cavalry dies, but we do kill one of the Archdevils as well. 2 HP remaining here. We're going to kill 1 more at least. 2 more go down. And then the marksman. Come on, marksman, you can do it. Nope, marksmen have failed us. And so the Archdevils are going to get a shot. And they're going to kill 26 peasants. But the peasants are coming through. The peasants. Imagine losing to peasants. Sucks to be you. Ha 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 ha. 2,000 experience. Oh.
So, that was just a recon force. No matter. With 1 victory under our belts, the troops have gained confidence. Griffin Eternal.
Cool. Oh, I love these cutscenes. Oh. Who's that guy? It's a little scary. I really don't want the Scholar ability. Intelligence increases normal maximum morale by 50%. I don't want that at all. I guess we're taking light magic. Yeah, we're going to take light magic. And so we're +1 on our defense there. And we did just complete one of the objectives, which was clear the enemy of enemy scouts. So we actually did our job. We do still need to build the jousting arena and upgrade it. Let's actually see. Is there somebody else up here? Like the red hero? Is there a red hero up here? It says red player turn. Aha! Demon Tower. Gold. Howling Kennels. Owned by neutral player. So we can purchase these guys. Steal some gold. Is this an Imp Crucible? No, this is the Hellhound Kennels. Yeah, okay. Okay, so really, we're not going to actually get to fight the big bad evil guy this playthrough. It's just time for us to finally do what we were supposed to do forever ago and upgrade to the Order of Paladins. We mostly finished this scenario with these lower class troops, but I don't really mind. Like, I'm really okay with that. Oh, Paladins are so cool. You can get the unupgraded versions, but look how cool they are. They're so cool. Oh, and they've got a new special ability. I gotta read what that is. Uh-oh, I purchased them. Whoops. Whatever. I'm gonna read what they do. We missed monks, I guess, and then we still have angels. But who are you and what do you do? 100 HP, so a little bit more HP than their cavalry counterparts. Paladins are the ultimate guardians and elite troops of the Holy Griffin Empire. They have the ability to dispel enemy curses cast in their ranks. They get the jousting bonus and then the lay hands ability. Creature can completely heal Heal 1 unit from the target friendly stack and dispel all negative magical effects from the stack. So they get rid of negative effects and they heal them. Cool. That's so cool. Probably used very, very well with the angels. Okay. And I believe that this should be it. Another objective. Level cap reached. New objective. Defeat the enemy army. Isabel must survive. Aha! We have found him. I guess we did this thing a little bit out of order. Oh no, look at this. We can't actually escape. Maybe we can run right by him. Let's actually see if we can run right by him. You have encountered an enemy hero who can do everything your hero can do. This adversary is most dangerous. Be wary of him and don't leave your towns undefended. Don't leave your towns undefended? How many more heroes? Never mind. Okay. So this is Kraal. He's got 9 attack, 4 defense, 3 spell power, 2 knowledge, 20 mana. We should be fine. Remember, Isabel is just a boss. She is the boss girl. I don't think we have to worry about AoE damage. I'm going to put the peasants in the middle, footmen in the middle. This terrain looks kind of bad, so the griffins are best to fly over there. Let's do it just like this. And let's go. Let's fight this fight. Oh, and of course we have to defend, so we're on the right-hand side this time. Tactics mode has already been completed. But remember, he's got 9 and 4 for the attack and defense. We've got 14 and 18. Oh, I think we're fine. And toughest army... I mean, he's going to do some damage, I'm sure. Succubus. For the first time, we have the Succubus. Oh, it's the Dragonfire lady that we saw in the cinematic for the opening deal. Looks like she does some damage. Succubus will create spheres of fire and throw them at her enemies. Any attacking troops must be prepared for a rain of flames if they're going to face a Succubus in battle. Shooter. Demonic. Ranged retaliate. Creature retaliates after enemy ranged attack with its own ranged attack, provided it is not blocked by enemy and has not used up all of its retaliation attacks. Interesting. So they've got a retaliation from afar. Very cool. Hellhound, we've seen these. Current status is Houndmaster. Oh, so this must be the special ability of Kraal. Yeah. So these guys must have some bonus stats. Yeah, it looks like they got some bonus stats. Horned Demons, we've seen those. Familiars, not too bad. Pit Lords, okay. Spellcasters, and then these Succubus. So 58 Succubus, 103 of the Hellhounds, 142 of the Horned Demons, 135 of the Familiars, and 10 of the Pit Lords. Folks, I think it's time for us to do some serious damage. What's the best way of doing this? I don't know. I think that these Griffins are actually able to take a little bit of a beating. No, they're too good of a creature to just simply lose. And I think that our ranged creatures are so much better. I think that we ought to just wait for them to come to us. What was that? Familiar uses ability gating? What the crap is that? The Familiar uses ability gating, and then this is right here. Are you gonna what are you gonna do? I'm a little bit scared. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna be worried about that. Okay, 6 of the Cavaliers are gonna go in and do some damage. We're gonna lose 1 on their retaliation because we're tough, but we're not that tough. Ooh, the Succubus killed 3. 58 of the Succubus killed 3 of these Cavaliers. Oh no, they're going down. They're gonna go down. They're gonna stay alive until they're dead though, which is all I can ask for any of my forces. 315 of these archers. Can we do our super awesome ranged ability? We can kill a little bit. Maybe we're not going to take a retaliation from the Succubus if we AoE them to death. Yeah, looks like we didn't have to take any damage there. Ooh, Ballista did some damage, and then this Kraal fella, he definitely killed a Cavalier. Okay, Griffins are mad. They're here to avenge my fallen stack of the Cavaliers. Marksmen, they're here to, I don't know, work on this big stack of the Vorpal sword-wielding Pit Lords. Time for the peasants to charge into battle very, very bravely. Gentlemen, you have my attention. You are awaited in Valhalla. 86 peasants go down, but the peasants retaliate with 973, and they did over 3,000 damage. Do you think that that's a power stack that we're happy to have at this point in the game? I think so. My word. I'm gonna use the Cavalier to get into these Succubus. I'm probably gonna die on this retaliation here. Oh, we do die, but still fairly worthwhile. 99 peasants go down from the pit lords, and then the archers actually were able to defeat our hellhound foes. We're going to kill 3 to 5 of these pit lords. We kill 3. Minimum damage. Not my favorite thing. What is that? Oh! The familiars... Wait, what? Huh? So they town gated. I'm guessing that the enemy hero town gated the familiars over here. It's the only thing that really makes sense. Griffins are going to go deal with the succubus. Succubi, excuse me. And then I'm actually going to see if I can kill familiars with... No. I can do half damage to these imps, these familiars, or I can do full damage to these horned demons. So we're going to do that. The squires are going to mix it up. The squires are actually going to step in front of the horned demons just to keep the marksmen safe a little bit. Succubus are obliterated. And then Catherine, can you kill, or excuse Catherine, this is not heroes, yeah, that's the wrong heroes. We're going to see if Isabel can kill some of these familiars. She kills 7. Enemy hero kills 2 of the griffins. And the marksmen are unfortunately going to have to just waste a turn getting through these familiars. But we did get the good morale, so that's nice. Horned demons went around to get into the marksmen. The griffins should take out the rest of these pit lords. They killed 3, not 4. So 1 pit lord remains. How about we just have 874 peasants do 1,000 damage? That ought to work. Yeah, let's just do that again. Squires are mixing it up. Footmen are ready to do more of the same. 80 of these horned demons goes down. There's not many left, folks. There's not many left at all. And in fact, that should be it. Unless Kraal wants to fight me by himself, I think that we have won handily, and we are happy for the victory. It did cost us all of our Cavaliers. It cost us 185 brave peasants and a couple of other vagabond troops, but we got 10,000 experience in return. I think that we maxed out on our level already. We're going to accept this, though, and we're going to see our new cinematic.
Why was there a demon army here, so far from the war? What would they want?
My queen. A letter from King Aileron. He's sending 2 legions of blade dancers under the command of Findon.
Findon? I have seen him at court. He's an emissary, not a warrior. Still, it's far better than nothing. Well done, Beatrice. The Empire thanks you.
I live to serve, my queen.
Sir Thomas, we leave at first light. The elves are sending troops.
Beatrice is totally going to betray us. I can just feel it. Like, she just puts off betraying types of vibes. So, she did go and get some forces that are going to try and help save us, but, I mean, ultimately, I'm just picking up those vibes. What can I say? If I've called it, I've called it. This took us 2 months, 2 weeks, 6 days. We probably could have finished this much quicker, but I'm having so much fun just figuring out what everybody does, and I'm reading everything. 32 battles fought, 31 battles won. Oh, that's right. We did lose that one battle, didn't we? Because you can't path through enemies. You have to actually defeat them in order to get their treasure behind them. I really thought that I could just walk around him. Don't ask me why. I just made a mistake. But we collected all the artifacts we could find. Everything went well. And folks, this is going to be the scenario 3 completed. We're going to be on to the final scenario. Is it the final scenario? Maybe it's not, but mission 4, the trap. We're going to get the bonus of a Cavalier, Squires, Marksman. We're going to figure out what that's going to look like next time. But for now, we're going to call it a day. I am thrilled to have had this wonderful playthrough, and I'm always excited to have a really good time with Heroes of Might and Magic. By the way, can I show you something? That I mentioned my Heroes of Might and Magic 3 shirt the other day, and I love it so very, very much. I also want to show you something else. Let's turn off the Phixfox anthem. There we go. We'll turn that on in a second. Ta-da! It's a mouse pad. It's a Phixfox gaming mouse pad with the fox, and the fox has the headband. It's like looking in a mirror. Again, another wonderful gift from my folks. I'm grateful. I'm tell you what. The more I enjoy games, the more I realize that it's a hobby. It's fun. It's something I enjoy doing. It's something I love to do. And I'm really, really grateful for the support from the people that are closest to me. Mom, dad, family. Love you guys. Dear sweet Phixfox wife who appears in the streams on Twitch. Love you too. And of course, love my kids. The kids are, of course, the reason why I first started doing these videos is because just in case something ever happened to me, I wanted my kids to know who I was. And so, hey, it's on YouTube. If you ever wonder who your dad was, you got several hundreds of hours of worth of gameplay at this point. Hopefully I'll make you proud someday. And of course, to the rest of you who support through the Discord, through Twitch, through YouTube, through comments and likes, through inspiration and through insights, thank you all. I couldn't do what I do without any of you. So I'm just very, very grateful for the opportunity to be here. So with that being said, folks, I'm looking forward to doing some more Heroes of Might Magic 5 in the near future. I'm looking forward to releasing that Factorial video I've talked about recently, and I'm excited to finish off the Colossal Caverns playthrough for F Heroes 2 in this upcoming stream that should be taking place on Saturday. So I'm looking forward again to streaming on Saturday. Until that time, please do me a huge favor. Look after you, look after your friends, look after your family. I'm grateful again for everything I have, and I'm grateful for you. My name is Phixfox. Until I see you again, I'm out.